They can't hear us. Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Now this is something. See, this is the dry run. So, hey, thank you, Billy Jack. Thank you for telling me that. This is our dry run, so I'm allowed to fuck up. But here's the thing: I do that all the time. So this is going to be on you guys to really be on me and remind me every time that we come back from a break or go to a break or getting ready to start. Go, hey, dumbass, did you unmute it?
Kind of harsh.
No, it's necessary. I need you to grab my
Absolutely.
attention. So, hey Billy, how's it going, man? So, all right. So, anyways, what I was saying is I'm Will DM. I am the fabulous game master for this first dry run of the Tales of a Savage Land. We will be playing. It is a fantasy game, but we are going to be using the Savage Worlds rules. And a matter of fact, the Suede Savage Worlds Adventure Edition rules is what we'll be using, and completely butchering and getting completely wrong. I do believe that Jonathan will be the go-to guy on this because he's very smart and he remembers things. I'm a lot older. I forget everything. So there you go. But
That's just
anyway,
an excuse.
I'm sorry. What was that, Grace?
That's just an excuse.
It is an excuse, and I will use it anytime it is beneficial for me.
It's a damn good excuse, though. So, I mean,
Oh, that's you on the bottom right. Oh, there. I see. Okay. All right. I was like, start reading. Wait a minute. Oh, I got what happened there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we'll introduce everyone, and we're going to start off with you, Dylan. Dylan, tell everybody who you are, and then tell everybody who you're playing.
my name is Dylan Trahan. I'm new to the streams here on Wicked Studios, but I will be playing Phoenix, Phoenix Empress. I am the tank of the group, kind of an inversion of the bard stereotype. He is a musician, a barroom player, but he's more of a brawler and not particularly good with his words. So that's who you'll be seeing me play.
Excellent. All right. Hey, Jonathan, man. Guess what? It's your turn.
On, man.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. My name's Jonathan. I'll be playing a character named Brian Longshelf. He's quite the greenhorn, growing up in just a bakery, reading the stories of heroes, and now he gets to try to be one. And so he's going to try to do his best to just do what he can with the lessons learned from all the novels he's read.
Good times. All right. Hey, Tony, what's happening, man? It's your turn.
Hi, I am Uncle Tony, or Stupid Tony on Twitter. Stupid with 2 O's, Tony with 1. And I'm playing Joplin Mayfair, a charlatan faith healer, trying to put his tricks of the trade to better use.
Indubitably. And last but not least, we have Grace. Grace, it is your turn.
My name is Grace. I'm playing Ari Shade. She is to put it shortly, bitch, exactly like I am. So
I wouldn't say that.
no, I think that she's the opposite of me. But she thinks that she is above everybody else, and there's nobody who could even remotely measure up to her.
Now
stats.
I would agree with that, though. You're like that.
Yeah. I do have an ego. This is correct.
Excellent. All right, so that's the cast of characters, and so what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and now I'm not going to give a huge, big backstory or anything at this point in time. This is basically going to be a learn as you go sort of thing. But what I will say is this story unfolds in a land that is a savage land. You like how I did that? That's pretty good, huh?
I like it.
It takes place in a super major metropolitan fantasy city. The city is named, it's called Lysenna. It is on an island called Zada, which is on the Mavi Sea. And the Mavi Sea is an extremely large body of water running north to south, kind of dividing up the continent called Ura. This is huge place. It is a melting pot. You have tons of different people that live here in this place, all types of different nationalities, all types of different types of religions come here, and there's also very powerful factions that, well, basically they run the city, and one of those factions is called the Arcanus. And if you could guess by their name, the Arcanus deals with the arcana. They deal with magic and things along these lines. This world is patterned off of, for those who might know the works of Robert E. Howard, this is patterned off of the Hyborian world to an extent. I like the savageness and the outline, the layout of I can't. What's the word I'm looking for here? You guys are pretty smart. The
map.
Yeah, sure. You don't have to. He's already in character. No, the demographics, the makeup of the world of Hyboria. So what I did is I took that world and I advanced it technologically. The world that Tales of a Savage Land occurs in is a Renaissance world. Sure, there's more. There's barbarians in the world. There's things along these lines, but it is it's more technologically advanced, and if you were watching some of the intro images, you can see some of the images of what is going on there. Lycena itself is more of, if I were to put it into a terms of our own world, it is more of an Arabic influenced world city as far as its architecture and the ruling elite to an extent, but it is more of a 1001 Arabian Nights kind of city as opposed to any one type of historical city of that particular area. Like I said, it is a melting pot, so there's tons of different people. The Shanish, which are the dominant nationality, they pretty much they're the ones that these are men that wear turbans, have that sort of dress that is Arabian Nights in its feel. Now, the Arcanus, they are an institution here in Lycena, and their whole deal is they go and they find magic. Magic is extremely rare in this world. It is not prevalent. This is not your daddy's D&D. This is not the Forgotten Realms. This is not Neverwinter. This is not Waterdeep. People doing magic is very uncommon, very rare. The Arcanus know this, and they seek it out. They go, they find it, they bring it back, and they stockpile it, and they put it in vaults. So now I want you to think of Indiana Jones at the end, where the American government gets the Ark, puts it in a box, and shoves it into a warehouse. This is what the Arcanus does. And the Arcanus does this because they don't feel that anybody can be trusted, essentially, with this material, besides them. So they're like, nope. Not going to let anybody have it. So the characters all had received a mysterious letter of invitation from the Arcanus to try out to be initiates. Now, I want you to think Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. They got golden tickets, and they have gone and applied, and their first test has been to go and deliver. They have to complete these tests for the evaluation to see whether or not they can be taken seriously or allowed into the Arcanus as a member and become a member of the Arcanus. So now, with that having been said, and not listening to me just babble on and babble on, we're going to, this is how we'll do it. So we're going to go from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Phoenix is 1, Ari is 2, Brian is 3, and Joplin is 4. And let's go ahead and let's do some quick rolling here. And first roll of the night. What number did I get there?
Oh, I know.
Number 2. All right, Hey, Ari. So since I rolled you, what I want you to do is, hey, tell some of these great people. Okay, so what's happening right now? What's going on right this second? You guys got a letter, and you were supposed to deliver it to somebody. And so what's happening? Where are the characters at right now?
We are currently at a brothel which employs Phoenix that he grew up in, and we are working on getting a contact within the working women there. One of the women there, she has a client who frequents her who may know where Cinda Agrita, the woman who we're delivering this letter to, is. And we just got permission from the owner, I suppose, of the brothel to talk to her, and we are preparing to do so.
To talk to one of her ladies of the night. So, okay, so that's where we pick up. Everybody is there. Phoenix, who actually, he was raised in this brothel. And he was just upstairs, and he just got done talking with, what's her name, Phoenix?
That's a great question. Let me tell you, right now it is Maltari.
Maltari, yes. Now, Maltari owns the Empress. She is not the original owner. When Phoenix was being raised as a child, Maltari worked there. And mysterious things happened, and the original owner disappeared, and, well, Maltari was running the joint. So you're leaving out of her office at this point in time. You go out into the hallway. She had just told you, hey, you can go and talk with what was her name? Syrah? Yes, Syrah, which is the prostitute that has this particular client that you think that she either A might know some of the information, or B, maybe she could talk to him or what have you. Now, Maltari had told you that because you're considered like a son, and even though now you're a grown man and you work there at the brothel, she's doing this as a favor to you, and said, don't. How to go? Phoenix, do not have any of this come back on me. Do not have anything come back onto the Empress. That's what she told you. Stern.
I said.
She gave this stern look. Okay. And so you come out into the hall. Everybody else, remember, is downstairs. They got pushed into a side corner so they wouldn't be disrupting the business. And we're given some drinks this time, and that's where they're at.
Yeah, I think I would probably make my way downstairs because I know I'm not particularly good at the whole, interrogation and talking in general. So I'm going to go back downstairs and see if I can find them. See if I can get some help tracking down Syrah and talking to her.
Well, remember, you saw Syrah. She was actually working the room.
Yes, I guess she came in before we left the last time.
Yeah, before you guys left the last time to go and had the ill-fated confrontation at the police substation. Yeah, with the
one that will never be talked about on stream.
Oh yes, it will. Oh yes, it will. Yes. So you go downstairs now. Your friends are downstairs, and Syrah's down there, and she's working the room, and it's starting because it's getting to be late. If you guys remember, it was because when you were down at the substation for the sentries at the harbor, it was already afternoon, like 1 o'clock, correct?
Yeah.
After the whole, we'll call it an incident. After the whole incident with the sentries and everything down there, and they eventually let you go and returned your stuff to you, it was probably like going close to 3 o'clock. You come back to the Empress, it's around 4. So it's around 4 o'clock. It's starting to get a little dark outside. So, eventually we'll be starting to get dark outside. It is. Does anybody remember what time of year we were putting it in right now?
I think summer, right? I don't know if it was late or middle or what, but
you can tell that Grace is ready for summer. No, it was actually getting to be wintertime. So, which is quite all right. I mean, hey, it is what it is, right? But Lycena, in where it sits, because Lycena, the island of Zada in the Mavi Sea, is down towards the southern hemisphere. So it never gets really super cold here. And it hardly ever snows where you're at right here. Okay, it is just it's too far south. Okay, but it will get chilly at night. So there you go. Now you guys were wanting to go to the Guild of Antiquities, and well, those are all snooty, learned types, and they're probably going to close the place down. So, what's going on? What are you guys doing?
I'd come back down and say, hey, listen, we have permission to talk to Sierra, but it's gonna have to be all on the up and up. We can't let anything slip that we got any information from here. Who wants to take the lead? Do we want to do this first? I mean, she's gonna be here all night. I know we have other errands to run.
Well, I mean, you are the one who knows her. You should be able to talk to her.
Whatever we do, as long as it's quick. I'm running out of tiles to count, really. As I just look at that one.
Try some of the fruity wine. It's delicious. It's got bubbles in it.
Oh, okay. Sure.
All right. Well, I think I'm happy to take the lead, but I think I'm going to need some help getting my words together. And
I know a few choice lines, actually. I can help you. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
All right. Now, when I look around, do I see Sierra anywhere? Like, is she in the room? Is she?
She is. Matter of fact, she's on the lap of a nice gentleman, which you recognize as a local carpenter.
I'll go over to him and say, pardon me, do you mind if we steal her from you for just a moment? Won't be long.
Sierra gives you a scolding look.
I give her the only 2 copper I have left in my pocket and say, please. And I know it doesn't cover it.
You're like holding the copper. She's not like putting out a hand to take it. She's like looking at you, and she goes, a minute. And then she goes and she whispers something into the ear of the carpenter. You hear some smacking of what appear, of course, kisses, and then he goes, ow! And she goes, no, just wait. And then she gets up all sultry off of his lap and then turns very abruptly to you. Okay.
I'm sorry.
And she just starts walking in because she saw you talking with your friends, and remember that was in a screened-in table area. And she knocks something off of a counter as she walks by. It's like, the hell with this! You're interfering with my business.
I'm so sorry.
We might have been able to find a better time to talk to her, but the deed is done.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to try something here right quick. I just want to double check. I want to listen to something. Yeah. Here, I'm going to try something here right quick. I just want to double check. I want to listen to something. I'm just doing an audio check for all those. Try something here right quick. Okay, Dylan, go ahead and chime off. Just says something. I'm just doing an audio check for all
hello,
those.
everybody. We are currently
Okay,
doing our first
Dylan, go
dry
ahead
run.
and chime off. Just says
Things are
something.
falling
I'm
off
just doing an
shelves.
Audio check for.
Hello.
Okay.
Dogs are barking.
Okay. Now go ahead and give me a. Okay, Jonathan. Okay, Grace. Go ahead and give me.
This is me talking, and this is me talking, of course.
Okay,
It
Jonathan.
doesn't quite matter what I say
Grace,
because
go
I'm not
ahead.
even here at the moment while here. Me talking, and this is me talking. This is enough.
Okay.
It doesn't quite matter what I say
Grace,
because I'm not even here at the
What
moment
do you
while
expect
here.
me to say?
This is enough.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, Tony. Say something.
Okay, I didn't realize that it was my turn. I thought you were going to go on a little
No.
bit.
Okay, and then now everybody. Say something. Don't say anything.
Okay, I didn't realize that it was my turn. I thought you were going to go on a little
No.
bit.
Okay, and then now everybody. Say something. Don't say anything.
Okay, I didn't realize that it was my turn. I thought you were going to go on a little
No.
bit.
Okay, and then now everybody. Say something. Don't say anything.
Okay, I didn't realize that it was my turn. I thought you were going to go on a little bit.
Okay, and then now everybody. Say something. Don't say anything.
Okay, I didn't realize that it was my turn. I thought you were going to go on a little bit.
Okay, and then now everybody. Say something. Don't say anything.
Okay, I didn't realize that it was my turn. I thought you were going to go on a little bit.
Okay, and then now.
I know. Well, so am I actually.
We just need a moment of your time, please.
I know,
It's really quick,
well,
pretty
so
brief.
am I.
Brief and concise. Right, Phoenix?
Yeah, concise. Whatever that means.
Hello, I'm
Yes.
Brian.
Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he has any money. Well, we were looking for a lady, and we thought that. Well, there's that guy you're always seeing. He's, part of that group. The
We
clandestine.
don't need to be mentioning names.
I wasn't gonna say any names.
It's-
I might have. You're right, but I was wondering if maybe you'd heard a name. It was Cinda Greta. Well, I was wondering if maybe you could help us maybe find the guy who, the guy, right? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
As it so happens, we have a message to deliver.
Oh, we do. We do. Absolutely.
Do we do? Yeah. Yeah. It's from the Arcanus.
Yes.
Well, one of his associates, and he's the only one we. Yeah, but we don't know him. We don't. No, I know. I was trying my best to. Yeah, trying my best to play along with the story we started weaving as a trio here. The three of us had all thrown in some.
Brian, help him. Help him. Use words.
Listen, this. Yeah.
Cinda.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, it can't be that hard.
I was thinking not at all.
I mean,
Well,
maybe a little bit more subtle, but sure.
But speaking as a man, I can tell you that would work.
Third party.
Might work, yeah. I don't. I don't have any money.
Is that going to get us out of here any faster? If it does, then Phoenix, I have the gold. I have the silver if we need silver.
You've got.
Yeah.
She's not worth the silver.
Here, 20 silver. Here, I appreciate your work, and you are very lovely. Let's leave. Mhm.
Strike me as the.
Can I evade a little bit? If is that possible? Like, it's like I don't want to be kissed, but I don't want to be rude. Let's have a deal. Like,
There it is.
I don't know what to do.
There you go. Thank you. We were doing audio tests, and I was through there. So, thank you very much, Millenry. I know I butchered that.
Millennium Falconry.
That is cool. Millennium Falconry.
Millennium, that's pretty awesome. Thanks for the tip on that one.
Yeah. And so, okay, I was just making sure which of my audio lines we had to be open. This here is a dry run, so we haven't advertised or anything. So thank you for stopping in. I'm not saying go away. You can, by all means, watch.
Watch the show.
Yeah. No.
And absolutely. Tune in again next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Mill and Ray. I got it. Mill and Ray. Nice. I like that. That's got a good look to it. So, and I take it you can hear me now, Mill and Ray? Totally fine? Because it looks like all the different audio channels are open. That should be okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, I definitely chat to minimum. Oh, you can talk all you want. Like I said, this is our dry run. We're just here having fun, testing things out. So,
but even in the live run,
yes,
that chat it's like let it fly, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. By all means. Okay, so as Sierra does that, and you weren't going to let her kiss you?
No, I'm going to try to move out, but not be rude. So I don't know if that's at a disadvantage to my evasion.
Well, no, because it's basically like this: she will stop at some point if you continue to pull back.
Just like almost leaning.
I mean, because basically, if you're just doing lean back, then she'll stop and go, all right.
I need you to roll to avoid sexual assault.
It's just she's saying thank you. There's no groping or anything involved. Okay, so with that, then she turns back to Phoenix. Her whole playful, seductive type manner that she was presenting toward Brian abruptly changes again, and she's all like, "Tonight, after he's gone, tell you what. Better yet, in the morning, I'll tell you what I learned. Okay, all right, bye." And then she goes back out.
Okay, okay, yeah, bye.
Yep, and then that was it. She's gone. She's out the door. Well, not out the door. She goes around the blind back into the main room. So, all right. So there you guys are.
All right.
That went about as well as expected.
It did, didn't it? I think so.
And I'll pay you back when I get the money, Brian. I mean, it might be a while.
It's for a good cause. How long do we have to stay here?
Well, I think if we leave shortly, we might make it over to the Guild of Antiquities before they close.
I think if we run, we could probably make it. I mean, we might not even have to run. It's like 4. I don't have a watch. Watches don't exist. I'm wearing a
sundial on your wrist.
I have a freckle that can tell the time.
There are clocks. There are no
clockwork.
Yeah, there's definitely clocks, and the extremely rich do have pocket watches. But they're bigger. They're not Flavor Flav size, but they're about roughly about that big.
So they're a CD player then, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Can you get them Flavor Flav size if you wanted them that big?
Yes, you could actually, and you could get a matching chain. As a matter of fact,
I can't wait until we level up so I can have one of those Flavor Flav chains.
Also, too,
screw edges.
Yeah, I did not mention, but I am going to be using normal Savage Worlds uses so many sessions and you essentially level up. I am not going to be using that. I'm going to be using the experience the experience point for leveling up that they use out of the Solomon Kane supplement, which is, and I'll tell you about that and how it works later, and because we will now start keeping track of that. One thing I will tell you about this type of leveling up in the experience that is used from the Solomon Kane supplement is you get at the end of a session to roll a d6 for every penny you have not spent, and you get to, if you roll a 5 or a 6, you get an experience point. Now, to put that in perspective, a normal game, you'll generally earn 1 to 3 experience points.
Oh,
Okay?
that's quite
Yeah, so it could be quite substantial, just so you know. Okay.
substantial.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, all right. So you guys go out and you head out into the street and you start making your way over to the Guild of Antiquities. I take it.
Yeah.
If we can get there, yeah, let's hustle up.
Yeah. It's going to take you roughly. Now you did come in. We're going to say it's going to take you roughly about a half an hour to get over there, because remember it was going to take you roughly was it about 45 minutes to an hour when you were down in the docks, but you have made your way since then up to the Empress and what have you. So yeah, and there's probably no real hard fast closing time. Most places will tend, depending on the business, they close when the sun goes down. Okay, unless you're like a tavern, a brothel, or some place that will work into the night. Okay, just so you know, that's commonplace. It is still sunny now, but it is the sun is starting to go down. You have roughly about maybe another hour before the sun goes down when you walk out onto the streets. Just so you know. Okay. All right. So you guys start hoofing it. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm moving.
It's the air is it's cleaner. It's I think it was the incense. I can, yeah.
A lot of people smoking pipe tobacco and all sorts of stuff in there. I don't have the best respiratory system. I mean, you probably couldn't tell by my voice, but
no, we couldn't tell at all by your voice. Did you guys forget Rylan?
I forgot Rylan.
Yeah, your NPC Rylan. Okay.
I like to imagine that on the way out of the bar, we literally forgot Rylan, and he had to run to catch up. And
yeah.
we're like, oh.
No, he didn't run. He just you guys came out and in like true fashion, you're like, all right, so we running there. What are we doing? You guys started like having an instant committee meeting on it, and he comes just strolling out all casual. And he goes, I do believe the Antiquities. Guild of Antiquities is this way, and he just starts walking at a brisk pace for what it's worth. Okay.
All right. Let's follow him, I guess.
Okay. Cool. All right. So you guys start going. You're moving at a hefty pace. The crowds on the streets are starting to thin down. Now the streets of Lycena are generally packed in general. There's always a lot of people. This is like the New York City of fantasy world. But with it getting later, people are actually starting to go home. Things along these lines. As you're walking, it's about maybe 15 minutes after you've left out of the Empress, and you're traveling along, going from this is the. Remember, the Empress is in what is considered to be the trade district. Okay, it's right on the border between the docks and the trade district. You're making your way through the trade district, and as you're starting to get closer towards the center of town, because essentially the way Lycena is set up is the center of town is a big old ring with all these super important buildings in it. Then there's districts that outline it, and then all along the what it would be the western half of the city is docks. Okay, so your guys have gone east, and now we're heading north through the trade district, going towards the city center. And as you're going, I want each one of you to first roll me. Is it perception? Is that the one we're using, or is it? I think it's still perception, right?
I think it's notice.
Notice, same diff. Yeah, and here again, this is where I will drive all the true Savage World believers crazy with my stuff because I'll be getting it wrong.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll it twice. I'm a mess.
That's all right. I'll take the lowest. Okay, so what do we...
Notice. There we go.
Oh, Phoenix definitely noticed. Brian noticed. It looked like everybody noticed here. And But Phoenix, most of all, notices as you guys are going along and traveling, you're passing by an alleyway in between two shops. One is like, I don't know, a some sort of general store, and one's a clothier or something like that. And you notice just inside the alleyway, there's three kids, roughly around 10 years old, so to speak, and they're painting a symbol on the wall. And the symbol, all of you know, is the symbol of Ekitar. Now, I totally changed the name, Brian, but Ekitar is a folk hero of the streets. He's a bandit, a Robin Hood, he was a leader of basically gangs of kids. He was sort of like what's the Charles Dickens? What was the
Oliver Twist?
Yes, it was. Yes. It's like a mashup of Oliver Twist and Robin Hood. Ekitar had been an orphan. He was being raised in an orphan when the people who ran the orphanage died of the plague, leaving the kids to their own devices. Ekitar is the kid who rose to leadership and forged them into essentially their own little thieves guild. Now, that happened some time ago, but the legend of Ekitar lives on, and these little bands of kids all look up to and kind of like they worship him. He's becomes like sort of a street god. And so there is the symbol of Ekitar, which is essentially a stick figure, and it's like got its hands out, and one hand is splayed open with the 5 fingers. I don't know if there we go. You can see that. You can't see when I do that. And then the other hand that's outstretched is a bag of money, and the legs are, you know how they have the 3 wheels. It looks like a perpetual running. So there's like 3 legs, so it looks like a circle of a running person. That's the symbol of that has evolved into the symbol of Ekitar. Now these kids, there's gangs and gangs of them all over the city. Not all gangs are part of the what is considered the tribe of Ekitar, but all gangs of kids pay homage to Ekitar. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see him in there.
Well, one of the things that I didn't put in my character backstory, but because I'm an orphan, I may have been a slave, but I did look up to and sort of imagine myself. I was never part of one of these gangs, but I did imagine myself being among them. And
Gotcha.
And I even have a tattoo on my arm that I didn't know what the symbol would be, but that would be, I guess, the symbol I have on my arm.
The symbol of Ekitar, yeah.
Because that's sort of my patron saint, if you will.
Yeah, totally. And this was a real person. Nobody really knows what happens to Ekitar. There's tons of legends and rumors about what happened to him, but nobody really knows. But these kids, I want all of you to roll a common sense roll now, or common knowledge. Common knowledge.
I'm not going to do well on this one.
I hope not. All right, what are we getting here?
Oh, hello.
So Phoenix, actually, you won. You got it. Ari,
and
why would Ari care?
No.
Joplin knows. Okay, so Joplin and Phoenix both know, and essentially what it is that you know that Ekitar and these kids, they're tied into the streets. You know, they kind of know what's going on, what's happening.
I'd like to take 3 silver out of my pack,
Okay.
and I'm going to pitch it to the very base of that painting that he's making on the wall.
And seeing him do that, I'll pull up my sleeve to reveal the tattoo on my arm and hold it up.
Okay, so the silver goes clattering across the dirt, and it's hard, it's dry. Lycena, for the most part, is an arid place. I mean, they have water, they have a cistern that brings it in from off of the because there is kind of a tall You can either consider super tall hills or a really dwarf mountain, because at the center of the island of Zada. But when it goes rolling across the ground there, the kid stops and they look and they bend down to pick up the coins and they turn. And this kid, he's got like he looks like Aladdin from the Disney movie, except like he's been beat a lot and he's dirty. And he's got a dagger stuck into his sash around his waist. And he goes walking up. There's one toe poking out through a hole in his slipper shoe. And he sits there and he puts his hands on his hips. Oi! What are you throwing money at me for?
I was paying respects.
That's right. Paying respects. You hear that, boys? They're paying respects. Told you I was big news. Told you. Usla is the head of these streets around here, and you'd be wise to take note.
Well, we've already taken note. Everywhere we go, people tell us you're the one who knows things.
Oh,
you're the
do
one
they?
who watches these streets.
And I'll approach and say, we're friends of Ekitar. And friends too. Ekitar.
And you're showing off your tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ha! Nice. Grown up. Anyway, so I
just
know.
laugh.
I run. What you want?
There's a woman around these parts.
A
you
woman?
know,
Yeah, there's lots of them. Ugly
Archaeologist.
here works at the place where you can find some of the best ones. I know your name, Phoenix. Don't think I don't know who you are.
Hey, kid. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
And maybe pat him on the head.
Oh, are you gonna? You reach to pat him on his head?
Yeah.
He backs away and he pulls out his dagger. Hey! None of that.
I laugh again.
He puts the dagger back into his sash. So you're looking for a woman, huh?
We think she's a fancy type, teacher kind of, archaeologist, deals in the rare stuff, artifacts.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know someone like that?
Give me a second. He gives you the flinch. He turns around and they do a huddle. The three of them. What the hell's an archaeologist?
Or
I
what do they
don't
do
know.
over there?
Okay, all right. And so they stop talking and go, all right. So what's up? You want to know about this lady? I know this lady. Sure I do. I can tell you all about her too if you want. Price is going to be simple.
First, tell me her name.
You just said her name was
Don't believe I said her name.
damn.
But if you know her, because you know things, you are the one who knows things on the street.
Yeah, she's that educated lady. You said, right? There's only one educated lady out on the streets now. What's her name?
You're trying hard, and I appreciate it, but you're losing me.
Fine. Don't want to know what we know? That's all right. We know everything. We know everybody around these parts too.
Phoenix, I don't think they know anything.
Hey, I know everything. Just ask you a question. I'm not the one who's beating around the bush, not saying names. That's you guys. And then one of his toady that's behind him looks like a dirtier version of Spanky from our gang. He goes, yeah, he knows people. We know people. And he actually cracks his knuckles.
I'll crack my knuckles back and go, listen, kid. Just tell us a little bit. Get us on the line.
Well, what's her name?
Oh. Well, it's up to you guys. Should we even, if we give him the name, he's going to say that he knows her, and he's going to say that she lives down the street at this particular address, and then we're going to go down the street to that particular address after having given him some more coin, and we're going to find out that address don't even exist on that street. That's how this game is played.
I don't know much, but I do know you don't bullshit a bullshitter, and I know Joplin here, and he is a bullshitter.
Yeah, that's possible, but you never know.
Now, if you had known the woman, you would have gone, oh, yes, that's...
Look, buddy, you know how many broads like that are around here? Huh? I know tons of them. I'm connected.
Didn't he just say there was only one? There's only one educated woman on the street?
Why are we wasting time with the kid?
I don't know at this
Kid,
point.
we're the tribe of Ekitar, I'll have you know, lady.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You should show some respect. They do pass a lot of knowledge around these streets.
That's right. And if you weren't so tight-lipped about your girlfriend or whatever she is,
Holla.
I could tell you where she is, maybe. And if not, we could definitely find out. Hey, man, we got a reputation.
Yes, you do. Let's keep continuing on to the Hall of Antiquities, the guild. They can help us, I'm sure.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Hall of Antiquities, huh?
Oh, man. I want to tell him.
Well, I feel like Phoenix would.
Ah,
Play your character, man. That's what this game's for.
listen, kid. I'll tell you her first name, and you just tell me if it rings a bell, okay?
Sure.
Cinda.
Cinda. And he like turns around and he whispers with his friends. That's what archaeologist means, I bet. Okay. All right. Yeah. Her last name's Agrita.
I knew it. Told you, these kids know a lot.
I guess he does.
I don't think you want to be messing with no lady by the name of Cinda Agrita, though.
We're not messing with her, kid. We got to get her some information. We're on her side.
Okay. If you say so. You want us to find her for you?
I mean, if you could.
Man, of course we can find her. We can find anybody.
And as weird as it is, like, all of you would be able to tell that I kind of look up to these kids in a weird way, because I never got to roll with these gangs, but I wanted to.
Right?
Aren't you like twice their age, though?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The tribe of Ekitar can find anybody. There's nothing safe from us. We know everything. Usla will get it for you. That I can promise. No, we just got to talk about a price.
Brian, you have money still?
Yeah, Brian, you got any money for me?
I do, but
Answer that question.
What's that?
Don't answer that question in front of these little urchins.
Urchins? Urchins?
It's
Oh,
a
I think the price went up. How much
Joplin,
money?
what's happening?
How much money you got here, Brian?
I'm like a good couple paces away. As these two went up to talk to those kids, I think me and Ari just kind of stayed in the back. So,
Okay.
Joplin, what's happening? What's happening? What are you doing?
You shouldn't talk.
So you guys are starting to whisper, right?
Right in front of
Okay.
them.
As you guys are starting to whisper because you don't want the kids to hear, they walk up right up to you and stand like right next to you, and they're all like,
Look, I don't want you to tell them how much money you have on you.
They're standing right next to me.
"Yeah, that's that's a good point." Yeah, well. So, Brian, how much money you got?
I believe we're broke. He spent it all at the brothel.
Oh, well, tell you what.
Well, it's not on what you think. It was actually just to
20 silver on
Yeah,
one lady.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you go to the brothel to get a good ham and cheese, right? Anyway, why you wasting our time if you got no coin? God, people, I tell you. And all three of them turn around and they start walking away. And the kid's like, God, I mean, it's like, how are they gonna?
Hey, kid, where do we find you if we change our minds?
What? You gonna go get some coin?
I mean, we
Well,
might.
we do have jobs, some of us.
I mean, I don't get paid a whole lot. I mostly just get a place to sleep. But yeah.
Oh my God, this is painful. All right, the price for finding this lady is 20 silver.
Oh, man, that
And a
sounds like
kiss
price.
from her. And he
I don't
points
think
at
she's.
and he points at Ari.
I look at Ari like, ooh.
Nothing
Basically
gross,
turned my
lady. Just one right here. Right under. Hold on. He spits in his hand and he rubs in his cheek. Let me give you a clean spot. Right
I'm not
there.
going to pay 20 silver to kiss you on the cheek.
No, they're going to pay 20 silver, and then you're going to kiss me on the cheek. That's part of the deal.
I would like to remind everybody we have other leads.
And she's probably going to kill this kid if we don't leave. So
Yes, let's go. This alley is getting kind of dark.
Fine, whatever. Tell you what, you know the fountain with the fish got the broken tail?
yeah.
You know it's there's plenty of fountains that are scattered throughout the city that are used. People use it for drinking water and what have you. So there's a fountain that's not too far from actually where you're at right now that has a because they usually have statues and different kinds of crap on it. There's one with a fish, of course, got a broken tail. Tell you what. If I meet you by that fountain tomorrow at high noon, and you got my money and my kiss, then we could talk. If no kiss, fine, then it's 30 silver.
Holy cow, that's an expensive kiss.
I'm telling you, look at her. She's gorgeous. But hey, who am I to say? All right, come on, guys. And they turn around, and the three of them just start walking away.
Oh, no.
Well, that was quite a thing that happened just now. Let's go. Sun,
Yeah, right.
down,
Right.
darkness.
Yeah, moving along, I think, is a good idea.
Yeah, you guys burned some serious time talking with them. Okay, so you go, you make it through the trades district. There, most of the districts do not have walls to them. They just kind of blend one into the next, except when you're going into the inner city. The inner city has a wall which is around it, and there's a number of different gates through these walls. They are not closed. Okay, they don't close these gates. The only time they would close these gates, it's a defensive thing. And in your lifetimes, you've never heard of the gates being down. Okay, so you make it into the center of the city. Now, the center of the city, like I said, it's going to be a lot more posh, and there's different districts in here. There's like the district that has the arts and culture district with your museums and what have you, and that's where the Guild of the Antiquities are at, because part of the Guild of the Antiquities is actually a big ass freaking museum. So. You make your way there. It is a big marbled, sort of like a Parthenon building. Okay, that's the front of it, and then the back of it is like a big, huge domed building. Think of the Cathedral of Sophia. I forget what Sophia something or other, and I forget what the actual Turkish, the Blue Mosque. You guys know what I'm talking about in Istanbul? Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't, but without the spires. So it's just the building with the dome. Okay. And there's some people still coming in and going out of the building in the front, the colonnade building, coming down the steps, most of which, these are men that are, dressed well. They have, briefcases with them, leather satchels, that sort of jazz. Very learned men. Okay. And women. And there is a couple of wagons, matter of fact, 3 wagons, with their unloading. There's like a score of workers that are unloading trunks and crates out of them. And there's some cages, some small cages that seem to have different types of birds and animals and what have you. And there is an elf. So this is the first non-human you guys have run into since we've started doing any of the session zeros or anything. There is a high elf, so a silver-haired, chiseled-featured, tall, very slender, immaculately dressed elf. His clothes are not rich; they are travel clothes. So I want you to think more along the lines of being sort of like a out in the safari type of gear. It's got tans, and he's got a wide leather belt around, and he's got high boots for like trudging through. Weeds and thickets and what have you. While he's dressed this way, they don't look like he's been actually in anything substantial. There's not like sweat stains on him or stains of any type. Okay.
Before we go up into any kind of conversation, I would change into my Arcanist tunic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Raylan is with you guys now. Raylan didn't say anything when you were with the talking with the kids. He just kind of like, he likes to watch. He chimes in generally to be a smartass more than anything else. He is wearing his already. Is anybody else going to follow suit?
I still have mine on this entire time.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's right. You never took yours off.
I'm not particularly comfortable in that shirt.
Gotcha. Okay. So what are you guys doing now? Out there standing next to the elf, the high elf, is an older gentleman, white beard, turbaned. He has some long robes on. It's more of it's sort of like they wear this one piece. It's like just a really big, really long shirt. I don't know what the name of it is, but it is. He wears a sash around that, and then over the top of that is a sleeveless kind of like coat that he wears. But he has also got a board and a stylus, and he seems to be writing different things down as they're going over the stuff that's being unpacked from these wagons.
Anyone want to take the lead on this one?
Essentially, we're here at the Guild of Antiquities to follow up on a lead. Is that right?
No, she's a part of the guild.
Well, we assumed, right? We don't have confirmation of that yet, do we?
Right.
The reason you said that we were coming here was because we wanted to talk to those of the guild to see if they knew where she might be.
I have my story mixed up, so maybe I shouldn't. But I can. I'm good at small talk. If you ask me, I can talk to him. I can do that.
I can
promise.
think of no better person than you, Brian, to talk to them.
That's why I like you, Rylan. Anyways, right back, everyone.
Oh, we're
Right
coming
back.
with you. We want to watch.
I'll stay.
Oh, I want to watch this.
Yeah. So so you guys all are, march up as a group. They're just several paces behind you, Brian.
Oh.
And this is the guy holding the clipboard. He's counting everyone that passes through. Is that right?
Looks like they're cataloging the stuff coming out of the wagons.
Perfect. So, Brian just walks up all casual like. So, boxes. Yeah? And that's how I'm going to start my conversation.
And they both look up from you, and the elf goes, "Yes, boxes. Are you here to help? I see you're wearing. Yes, that is the colors of the Arcanist, but I see you're missing your stars, dear boy. An initiate, then, are you?"
Absolutely. I'm glad you recognized it. I'm quite proud of this, actually. But yes, that's the stars. I'm sure they'll come in due time. And then, as I'm kind of looking around the book.
How many of your tests have you passed so far?
Oh, none.
Fresh out of the box, as they say. Salbus? He
Boxes,
says,
yes.
as he says to the old man, and kind of like gives him a little bit of a nudge, and the old man smiles and goes, "Yes, well, I see the joke." Yes, I'm sorry. Are you here for something? Does the Arcanist need something? As you can see, we're very busy. Sir Yelnavor is just back from an expedition down south, and we have many things that need to be cataloged.
You're doing good. Get in there. Just ask him now.
Okay. So we were just wondering, actually, if there is anyone we can speak to. I think it's a little bit like any cooperation between the people. Maybe we can compare rosters. Speaking of people, would you know some people or a person I can talk to about other people?
The half elf, and I mean the high elf and Sablis, they look at each other and they giggle a little bit. And he goes, I think what you're trying to say, old boy, is do we know who is part of the Guild of Antiquities? Did I interpret that correctly?
Well, yes, actually.
Well, aren't you in luck? This is Salbis. If you guys want to roll on the common knowledge, it's going to be a little bit bigger of a little bit more of a success. So I need a success with a raise for you guys because none of you really are dealing with these.
Oh, do you?
Oh, there's a raise. Joplin knows who he is.
Yeah, I know who he is.
So does Ari. Okay, so Ari and Joplin both know who he is.
Got two.
Salbis is the curator, aka he's the head of the Guild of Antiquities. He demand.
Oh, Salbis, hello. And then I'm going to reach my hand immediately.
You didn't succeed, did you?
Well, exactly, I didn't. So
Okay.
I just think he's a regular dude.
Okay.
I will step forward and introduce myself as Joplin Mayfair.
Yes. This is very interesting, and I'm glad to meet all of you. But I'm busy. You see, please do me a favor. Turn around and look. These are wagons, and you see those are crates, and there's some rare species of birds. So unless this is important or something, I do need to get back to my work with Yelnavor here.
I want to pull out my flute and start playing to the birds. While I'm standing off behind them, not talking.
Oh, I need a roll on that because I want to
Okay.
see. I want to see how they respond because it could be good or bad. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, they just like nothing. I mean, you're playing nice. There's nothing bad that happens, but yeah, okay.
I'm just playing to myself and just trying to, whenever I can, just in between conversation.
Raylan at this point in time kind of leans forward a little bit and says to the back of Joplin and Brian, who are still in front of him, goes, I think now might be a good time to tell him about who you're looking for.
I was trying to. Sir, we are initiates on our first task for the Arcanist.
We've already established this, young man.
I believe they've played a trick on us, sir. We're supposed to deliver a letter to Cinda Agrita, and we have already been interrogated by the guards.
As soon as you mention that name, they both kind of like do a lean back a little. Oh, really? And he puts the stylus into like a little holder on his little like clipboard tablet thing that he's holding, and he turns around and he sets it onto one of the crates that are there. Some of the workers, they keep doing their job. They seem to be taking away different things that obviously maybe he's categorized. And he goes, Cinda, can I? You have a letter to deliver for her. Yes.
A rather benign invitation, sir. It's the letter is of little import.
He knew about the letter already.
No, he didn't know about the letter. He wasn't asking it. It's so you've read this letter, then, have you? Can I see it?
At this point, there is no point in keeping it from you. Here you go.
He takes it and he opens it up and well, that's rather interesting. And he rolls it back up and he hands it back over to you. Cinda is an esteemed colleague of ours, and Yelnavor, the elf, okay, the high elf, he like rolls his eyes, and you see him starting to walk amongst the crates and different things, and starting to talk to some of the different workers that are there, giving them directions and things to do. Selbus continues to talk. She is probably our most, and he looks over at Yelnavor and then lowers his tone a little. She's our most accomplished field archaeologist. She brings back the most wonderful things. Wonderful things.
Yes, the city guard prefer to call that criminal.
No. She's wanted for committing crimes against the Azure Brotherhood, supposedly. I, of course, don't believe any of it. But when there are supposedly witnesses watching you vandalize, loot, steal, and burn down property of said merchants, well, and we all know they're not merchants, they're pirates. They just go under the guise of merchants as they are being here. It's a terrible thing, actually terrible.
Why would the Arcanist put us in this position?
I don't work for the Arcanist. I couldn't tell you.
I was being rhetorical at best. Oh.
Well, I can tell you where she lives. I doubt if she's there. No one's been able to find her, you see. She's kind of gone, underground. Yeah.
She's an archaeologist, so...
Oh! I guess that was sort of a joke, wasn't it? Yes, I enjoyed it. That was right. Well, I didn't realize it. Yes, but if you would like, I can let you know. I mean, she hasn't been seen for some time. She's wanted, and not by the guard. She could. I mean, really, who? I mean, it's those blue bastards she's trying to keep away from. If you know what I'm saying.
Well, if she's your best archaeologist, then I think it would behoove the both of us. If one of us finds her. Huh?
Well, yes. I mean, if you find her, please let her know that we're definitely concerned, and for her to come and talk to us as well. I mean, of all means, we would love to get all this cleared up.
I'm sitting back here listening. Do I trust that they're being honest with us?
Well, there's. Do we have? Let's take a look at this good old Savage Rules character sheet. Let's see what we got here in the way of skills that could be. Is there such a thing as like an insight? I know. Again, I need to have a ruler and beat myself with it anytime that I revert back into another game system.
Sorry, when you start learning them all, you just
right?
blend together a little.
Investigation, notice, survival.
Well, you tell me, because basically what it's going to come down to is I will allow a flat smarts roll, or if you have some sort of skill that can help you with this, you can definitely use that skill.
I mean, I feel like smarts is all my related skills are all flat smarts rolls anyway, so I'll just go with the flat smarts roll for now.
Okay, all right, let's check it out. You're supposed to be cooking. Don't let us keep you from cooking, man.
I did not notice anything.
All right, excellent. That's what. Oh, yeah, you did. You know what? You wanted to, deep inside of you wanted to think of that, but what you got way into was playing your flute for the birds, because the birds are really nice. Yeah.
Also kind of just enamored that he's an elf, to be honest.
Actually, all of you guys are kind of enamored that he's an elf, because in actuality, you've seen a couple of half-elves in your time on the streets. Basically bastards, okay? Now, a high elf, I don't think any of you have seen them. Joplin maybe has, because he's traveled about a bit. Brian and Phoenix definitely haven't. Ari, maybe in some sort of passing, might have seen some, but, you know.
And we definitely shouldn't let Ari talk to the high elf, because the level of condescension would be too much to bear on both sides.
Maybe. Look at those eyes. You don't even say anything.
Strong silent type.
Yes.
It's
yeah.
not going to be good if I say anything.
Well, you don't know. He might like that type of sharp wit. Now, granted, the elf isn't dealing with you guys. He's going about and going through the crates and all this sort of stuff. You're just dealing with Salbus, the elder gentleman. So, one moment, and he goes over and he goes to that where he was writing down stuff, and you see him with that stylus. He scribbles something on a piece of paper, tears off a sheet from the pad that is on his oversized board, and he holds it out to the group of you. Just holds it out. Well, take it.
I'll take it.
You don't seem like you're very concerned with finding here and delivering this letter.
We just don't want to jump the gun. We've apparently did that once already. Didn't work too well.
I did hear correctly, though. This is the first of your tests for initiation, correct?
Yeah, it's a hell of a test.
Is
Yes.
there gonna be more, you think?
Yes, there's 3.
It's for the
Yeah, we
spies.
knew that.
Yes. Well, I would think
need
that
that.
you would wish to accomplish it because, well, you only get 3 tries.
You only get
But
3
anyway.
tries?
Yes, you have 3 tests, 3 tries. What?
So if we flunk this one, we
If
get
you
to do it again.
Well, if I'm no expert on the Arcanus and how they do their business, but I do believe if you, it's the best of 3.
Ah, okay.
So
I'm a bit of a flaggered half full guy myself.
yes.
So
Well,
I
best of
just
luck
give
with
it another
that.
shot.
And please, if you hear anything about this and whatnot, please, let her know that we're deeply concerned about her, and she should come and talk with us.
Of course, we can absolutely do that.
Excellent. Oh, good. Well, I'm busy and hate to be rude, but ta-ta. And he picks up his thing and he like goes back over to the elf and they continue on with what they were doing.
Well, I believe this is Cinda Agrita's home address. So we've got
Correct.
something.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good progress. Good progress.
Well, she won't be there.
Progress still.
Yeah. I mean, progress is progress, right?
Yeah. Maybe we find another clue if we go look at the house.
Well, who knows? Maybe she's coming back to get some of her stuff. We just get lucky.
One way to find out.
Do I recognize the address that I was given?
Not particularly, no.
Is it in a nearby ward or?
It's basically in the what's considered the foreign quarter. For those people who don't really have okay, so like you don't really live in the city center where the museums and all this different shit is at, and people generally tend to live in the areas where they work. The foreign quarter is kind of the melting pot within the melting pot, if this makes any sense. Because this is where a lot of people who are travelers will end up staying. There's lots of people who work within the city, but where they work doesn't have a place for one to live close by. They will probably have residences within the foreign quarter. And then next to the foreign quarter, you have essentially the embassies. Because there's pretty much any country that is a actual country of any note has an embassy here. So, okay.
Well.
So now to her house, I suppose.
Well, I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Ari?
I want to talk to the high elf, see what his opinion of her is.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
So I didn't catch his name, Will, but I'm gonna walk over to him.
Yelnavor. It's
Yelnavor, yeah.
Yelnavar.
I'm gonna walk up to him and say, "Do you know of where she could be, Cinda?
And he turns around and he looks at you. You look like you're a sorceress.
What
Matter of
makes you
fact,
say that?
I can smell the magic just oozing out from you.
So you can smell the magic.
I'm high elf. Of course I can.
Don't know what to tell you. Maybe you need to go to the doctor.
Oh, yes. No, I don't know anything about Syndra aside that she is my dearest competition. We have a friendly rivalry that is underway. You know, trying to find the most exotic and most antiquity of antiquities, so to speak.
Do you know if someone would try to hurt her?
Well, from what the word on the street is, it's the Azure brothers. Yes, ruthless men. I highly recommend that you don't cross them.
Speaking from experience?
They're pirates. Yes.
Oh. There's a lot of pirates in this town.
Yes. Obviously, you have little experience with them. I recommend being careful if you do approach or speak with them. They can be rough and tumble men, and women. I do recall one or two. Yes, but yes. Is there anything else I could help you with? I'm actually terribly busy.
Turn around and I walk away.
I take that as a no. Yes.
I just like showed over to him real quick, like, "Hey, where's the farthest place you've ever been from here?"
You say that to him?
Yeah.
Says, well, these packages that you see here are from the deepest of the Southlands. I was down in those deep, dark jungles. This bird here actually was from the furthest of the southern coasts, a place I do believe what the natives call the Land of Ivory Rocks. It's quite beautiful, actually. And I can understand why they call it Ivory Rocks, because the rocks there at the shoreline, they're almost as melted white globs. Quite fascinating.
Wow. Cool.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes.
All right. Well, I got what I wanted. You guys ready to go?
Indeed. Let's move along.
Thanks again, Mr. Elf guy.
Yes. My name is Yelnavor.
Right, Yelnavor.
Yes. So that would be Mr. Yelnavor.
Mr.
Yes.
Yelnavor, Elf guy. Yeah, thanks.
If you find Cinder, tell her I said hello.
Yeah, will do.
Excellent. And he goes back to dealing with Salbus and working on the stuff getting unloaded there. So.
Question for the DM.
Sure.
Was it him that was the head, or the other guy that was the head of the? Salbus was the head of the.
Yes.
Okay.
He is the curator of the Antiquities Guild.
For my notes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, and with that having been said, we're going to take a small smidgen of a break right now, and then we'll be right back. So let me get that set up here. You would think that I would have that properly ready, but of course I don't. So, and there it is right there. All right, everyone, we'll be back in just a moment, and then we'll pick up with the second half of tonight's show.
Tonight's dry run show.
Yes.
Oh, I posted that
Yeah.
video in. Oh,
And welcome back. No, you can keep saying what you wanted to say, Jonathan. It's okay.
nothing. It's good.
Well, I'm not going to scold you like a teacher or something
Scold
like
him,
that.
scold him.
Jonathan, gosh damn it! What the hell's wrong with you? Hello,
But I'm
everyone.
all-
We are back for the second half of the Tales of a Savage World dry run. So, all right. So, yes. All right. So you guys got to talk to some people down over at the Guild of Antiquities. Names are switched.
What?
Phoenix
I am
and Brian.
Phoenix.
Oh yeah,
I punch stuff, and
Yeah.
have a lady's name.
yeah. And what? That's one thing. When you guys are leaving, leave your cameras on, please.
Oh,
Because
right.
when you switch your cameras, this is what happens. And for the rest of the show, Jonathan, you have to play Phoenix now, and Dylan has to play Brian.
So far, I feel like at least our conversational skills are around the same level as characters. But he's just a little bit more likable. But
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I think you get more results. I think
That's
I
right.
say more, but I think it's the quality isn't
So
there.
you guys go ahead and continue to talk. You can figure out what your next course of action is, and I'll go ahead and I'll fix this right quick.
What time
so
is
were
it?
we heading to her house? Was that the goal?
In the dead of night? Yes, let's do it.
I mean, if it's a place that we're probably not supposed to be anyways, right? I mean, it doesn't seem like a bad idea to go in at night necessarily.
It's totally up
What
to
our
you
characters
guys.
do. My character actually wouldn't do that. I'm sorry, are we in? We're back, right?
Yeah, we're back. We're on.
I mean, we're online, but
Yes. We're playing. I'm just
have we
doing.
started?
Yes, and in here. Oh, look! Wait for it. Drum roll, please. Dun dun dun. Now Grace is Joplin, and no.
Oh, that's what you meant by fixing it, making sure we're all uniformly mixed up.
Wait,
There you go. There you go. Yeah. All right. Cool. So
Yeah, me
everybody's
again.
in their right spots now. So all right. All right. So yeah. So well, what you got was because basically the sun is starting to set. The patrols of the light bearers are going around and hanging up the lighting of the lanterns on the streets. Lycena, for the most part, is well lit, especially in the more affluent of neighborhoods. So the city center is, as you can imagine, extremely well lit, as is the foreign quarter and what have you. The closer you get down towards the docks and then outside of the walls of the city, there is plenty of different types of buildings and houses and what have you out there. And the people who live outside the city, while still considered part of Lycena, don't have the amenities that those who dwell within the city walls has. So yeah, you guys got an address. Salbus gave you an address for where Syndra lives. In the foreign quarter, and so you've got Phoenix is going to talk in the morning with Syrah, the prostitute from the Empress brothel, where he lives and works, and then supposedly that kid. Does anybody remember his name? Let's see if anybody's taking notes. Let's quiz
that one.
the players, shall we? What was the kid's name?
I don't think we ever got his name, did we?
Oh,
We did.
he dropped it several times. He was boasting on
very
himself.
sure. Was it like I almost said Jesus, but that's Kanye. It was something like that.
Nope, I didn't write that down at all.
Oh, that's too bad because somebody could get a Benny.
To be fair, I wasn't necessarily involved in that. I was like,
I was writing everything down and I didn't put that.
Yes.
Names.
Did
I
the
know
chat just pull through? Was it Joycey?
No,
Or is that
no,
a
no.
joke?
No.
Agrabah, that's the Latin.
Joyce Agrabah. His name is Usla.
Usla. I
Usla.
definitely didn't catch that.
Yeah, that
Doesn't
was the
sound
kid's name.
familiar.
But it's a dry run, so our DM is being very lenient about not.
Yeah, it's so lenient. I'm still not giving you bennies for not getting it. You see? There you go. Okay, so all right. So what are you guys going to do? You've got several different leads of things that you could go do. You could go and go to bed for the night. Rylan actually pipes up and goes,
Oh, hey.
"Yes, don't forget me." Well, I think the course of action is clear. We should just all go home and go to bed, and in the morning, Phoenix can talk to his co-worker, and then we could go and look at Syndra's place. I personally think there's nothing to be found there, but that's just me. I'm interested in speaking with this Usla. Or you could go and do what you wish, and I can go speak with Usla. It's completely up to you. But
money / will you give him a kiss?
I'm completely tired. No, I shan't be kissing a child.
That's probably for the best. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Hole in his shoe. He had the dagger. So yeah. So Rylan turns and just starts walking away. I will meet you tomorrow morning at the Empress.
Later, Rylan.
Hi, Rylan.
Man, he's changed.
Well, probably just.
Goodbye. All right, so what are you guys doing?
I mean, just putting it out there, guys. I mean, I know I don't look like it, but I have some martial training, and part of that is being really good at sneaking into places.
They watched you get beat, like a pro earlier before we, in the session zeros when you guys were at the police station. Didn't you get a beating thrown on you at some other point too?
I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, someone else did. Oh yeah. No, it was the same guy. It was the captain in the session previous. He punched me right in the jaw.
That's what it is. He just beat you on several occasions.
Yeah, several.
It was the same occasion.
A beating that lasted
several sessions. He threw a beating on you. Yeah, and you took him like a pro. So, all right. So I'm sorry not to interrupt you, but continue on, Phoenix.
I tend to agree with him. I mean, if we're gonna go in, I know it's better to go at night.
Whoa, going in. I thought we were just going to find a place and ask the neighbors if they've seen anything, and maybe see if anyone knows about her. I didn't think we were going in.
Yes, that is the same guy they almost forgot in the brothel. Milan. He's an NPC, so that's the reasons they keep forgetting that he's around. I'm sorry, I interrupted again.
That slightly.
If you want to go knocking on doors, you're more than welcome to go knock on doors. I think
anyone else good at sneaking? Anyone else good at going unnoticed? Joplin?
That's sort of my thing.
Oh, hey.
Being noticed and being not noticed.
Hey, we got kind of similar in that way. I also.
It's just the thing isn't this illegal?
I mean, it depends. I mean, she's wanted. I mean, the only thing we're going to get in trouble for is if they think we're associated with her. I don't think they're going to be too mad about us looking through her stuff.
Well, I'm just having a hard time trying to justify breaking into a place we don't own. Isn't it, wrong?
Well, how about I promise you this? We won't steal anything. We're only going in for information, and that would make it all right.
All right. I think, yeah, that sounds fine. And she's a criminal. by the centuries. So we're
So
still good. We're still good guys, aren't we?
that's right. We're not being criminals. Most people would break into a house and just start taking everything. We're not gonna do that.
All right.
No, not even a
Just
little
gonna
bit.
go in and look around and find some information.
I can agree. Okay. I'll keep watch outside if that's fine.
Ari, what about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not particularly stealthy. People tend to notice my presence.
Okay.
Usla did.
Could be you could be the alarm.
Yeah.
Can you make any sort of loud noises with your? You can do magic stuff. I saw you wrap your. How did you entangle that guy? Sorry, out of
We
character
just
question.
completely glossed over that. You know magic.
Yeah, you entangled the guy. How did you do that? Was that with your hair?
No, it ended up being like a dark smoke.
Dark, like smoke. Like yeah, you like wrapped a guy up with smoke tentacles. That was.
Yeah,
Can you
and-
do anything that makes loud noises?
And yes, you guys did kind of gloss over that, and that was spectacular. Let's put it this way: that's the first magic that Phoenix and Briam had ever seen.
Yeah.
Joplin has seen some other minor magics, but you do know that what she did was no minor magic.
You must be able to. If you can do that, you must be able to make like I don't know, like a bang or something that would just distract people, right?
You'd hope so.
Can you read minds?
Yeah, can you?
Brian,
How would I be able to read your
What
mind?
just happened?
and Brian, you need to stop. I'm the one who reads minds, and that was her. Stop yelling.
Okay. Oh. Sorry, I was trying to figure this out here. It's like it's the stories coming to life, you know? From what I
Yeah.
read, of course.
I guess so. I think it's more like we're all mixed up in something a little bit bigger than ourselves right now. But that's a like you say, the flagging half full, flagging.
Just
I
say,
work in a brothel.
just say cup, man.
Flagging half full, absolutely. But anyways, magic. Magic, big noises. Ari, yes, no?
Yes, I can make a big noise if need be.
Well, okay. Well, me and Joplin go in and see what we see. I mean, and then if anyone goes by, you could always try and give them the rundown, give them the shakedown, see if they know anything.
I can stay outside. That works.
All right. Well, shall we?
Uh,
Oh,
it is still a little early, though, isn't it? I mean, it's just nightfall. Is that
Let's
right?
Take the place out.
Yeah, it's dusk right now.
I would wait until more of the city has gone to sleep.
Fair point. Sure. We could go by and just case the joint.
Sure.
It's almost as if, Mylan, they read chat. Just saying.
what is happening?
It's good stuff. All right, cool. So what are you guys doing?
Going to her house? Yes? No?
Let's go check it out. I mean, what else do we have to do until morning?
Just that, I guess.
Let's try it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we near the arts district? Are we gonna maybe pass a theater or two along the way?
A theater?
Yeah, something like that.
there's theaters in the arts district for sure. Yeah.
At some point, I don't know that we need to do it now, but there's good things to be had at the theater. I'd like to stop by sometime.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think we may have froze on the channel. I could be wrong though. Okay, so you want to stop by a theater? Anything in particular, or
the theater's where I find a lot of my tricks,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of my supplies.
Oh, if you're what's the thing that we were saying that you're going to need to come up with? You're going to have to pay to have those made.
Probably, and
Yes.
probably by an engineer.
What's the thing that we were saying that
Nope.
to
I'm getting.
come up with? You're going to have to pay to have those made.
Smoke bombs.
Probably.
And probably by
Yeah, somebody's got their Twitch open.
That's it. Just check and see if we're still caught up.
Yeah, somebody's
There we go.
got their Twitch open.
Yeah, we're live. Just check and see if we're still caught
Yeah,
up.
yeah, somebody's
go.
got their Twitch open.
Yeah, we're live. Just check and see if we're still
Yeah,
caught up.
yeah, somebody's
Smoke
got
bombs. Sorry, that's where we were.
Yeah, some little smoke bombs about the size of a stone
Smoke
that I
bombs,
could
sorry,
put in my
that's where we were.
sling. And yeah, some
Oh,
little
Okay,
smoke bombs
somebody
about the
somebody
size
still
of a
has their.
stone.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, that was me. Here I'm about to scold you guys. I'm like, all right, pay attention. I'm not seeing our videos working though.
Yeah, it's frozen on my side as well.
Yeah, that's what I was taking a look at. So, actually, here, let me. I'm going to try something. Then this generally works. Bloop. Let's see what happens with that. And no. Okay, it's still frozen.
I'll try. I'm gonna refresh it real quick.
No, because it's frozen on the.
Yeah, it didn't do it on this side either.
Yeah, it's frozen on the.
OBS or-
Yeah, it's OBS. It's this. It's Streamlabs is not working well.
Yeah, I see something changed.
Yeah, I changed over to the battle map, and then I went back to the whatchamacallit, to the faces screen, which is basically everybody's face, but it's still
Welcome to technical difficulties of the dry run. This is why we do these things, folks. Thank you for sticking with us.
That's exactly
Wait,
why we
can
do it.
Can they hear us, or is
Yeah,
it
they can
frozen?
still. No, they can hear us though.
Oh, jeez.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try one thing, and if it doesn't work, then we will just continue on with audio. Just trying to see if I can't get it.
Folks, D&D Beyond is
Nah, man.
Regal is
What you need to pump is tell everybody about the wonders and how great Savage Worlds is as a game.
Oh, absolutely.
There you
It's
go.
it's so refreshing to have a new system that's, while not easy or not simple, it's quite free in its diverse complexity. Absolutely.
Wow, that's a whole different level of smoke blowing that I
and there's so many settings you could really play in any setting you'd like, guys. Savage Worlds, new Adventure Edition. If you have the old Deluxe Edition, you got to get an upgrade. I own both.
At least it's not GURPS. You got that right.
At least it's not GURPS.
Yep. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we will continue on with the. We have audio at least, so that's enough. So we can continue on from there. So what I need then is, did you guys decide what you're going to do?
Yeah, I think we're heading
We're going to the place.
heading to the house.
Okay, so you're going to go to Syndra's place. Okay, not a problem. So you guys make it over into the Foreign Quarter, and the Foreign Quarter is definitely a like I said, it is a very bustling part of town. The Foreign Quarter itself is more bustling. The only place that is more active round the clock than the Foreign Quarter is the dock districts. Okay, so. Yes, there you be, and I figured it out. There it is. We have it back. Okay, so and that is the only place that has more going on to it. So and it is jam packed, full of all kinds of different people. There's all kinds of different people in Lysena anyway, but the Foreign District, as you know, is just people from all kinds of different nations throughout Ura are there. And there's tons of taverns and different shops, and you're following the address. And it appears, well, it doesn't appear, it leads you over to what appears to be some sort of warehouses that are within the foreign district, private warehouses. And it leads you to after a little bit of poking around and going into the wrong places, you go to this back alleyway, and there is a stairs that head up, and it's essentially the address that you have is for this warehouse. But on the address that he wrote for you, it says second floor.
So does the warehouse have like people in it like working?
No, it's closed up. Like all the doors are closed. There's actual chains and padlocks on the outside, around the door handles, the whole 9 yards. It is dark on the inside. Looking up and looking at the second floor of the building, though, you can tell that it appears that it maybe is sectioned off into apartments, maybe, or probably what was offices, more likely. But they are all dark as well. You don't see any lights up there. And this alleyway that you're in is kind of dark into itself, too. There doesn't really just appear to be anything there.
I'd like to check out maybe the second floor balcony. I don't want to go in just yet, but
Right.
there are windows, a door that
So
looks like
what
it's
it is these
accessible.
stairs lead up to essentially a covered balcony, which is nothing more than a walkway. If you've ever been in an apartment complex that is like has a courtyard to it, and they have the walkways on the outside with the doors that all lead out into the balcony, it's sort of like that. So like you would go up to the stairs, and then there's like a balcony there, and then you see like 3 doors up there.
And they're all dark.
Yes, you don't see any lights in any of those at all. The alleyway that you're in, you're at basically it's a dead end. Okay, and then if you down to the end of the alleyway, it lets out into one of the major thoroughfares in the foreign district, and you see people passing by and so forth. There's like some odd crates and like a little bit of trash, in this alley, but it's not like full of. It doesn't like reek or anything. It's not like out behind of a restaurant or grocery or anything like that.
I'll go back down to the rest, and seems pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Does anybody live in any of these apartments?
I don't know. Does anybody live in those apartments?
It seems pretty abandoned to me. Who would want to live down
Nobody's there right now, anyway.
Well, I'll
Probably get in.
stick out here and keep an eye out for things.
Okay. So you guys are all just standing around outside down at the bottom of the stairs?
I think we gotta find a way in here. The easiest way in.
And there on the address that you were given, there is a number, and it says number 3.
There were 3 apartments upstairs.
So I mean, which way do you think they count from? I mean, I guess we just go 3 over, and that's probably it.
It might even have a number on it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go take a look.
Okay. So you guys are going up the stairs. Now, what I want to know is how are you guys doing this? Are you just all walking up there? You being James Bondish? What's going on?
Well, I think me and Joplin would probably try and go in stealthily. And are you guys going to stay back and try and watch, or do we? Feel
Brian's
like
to stay street level and just maybe step into some shaded area just to not be in broad whatever light there is, torchlight or moonlight.
Okay, so you're going to stand down at the end of the stairs. Now, what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and transfer over. And bloop. Okay, so you guys, let me go ahead and put it on for you to be able to see as well as that. Oh, there you go. So you guys see that? My little hand-drawn crudeness that's going on right there? Okay, so
One.
go ahead and drop your tokens out. I have made tokens for everyone. Does everybody know how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, of course, you're not up there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put you all down here at the bottom to start off with.
Oh, okay.
And what I should do until you guys get used to your stuff, let's go ahead and bloop. There's that, and I'm going to put your names down on them. Bloop. Looks like they already have them there. Okay, cool.
I can shorten mine.
Maybe I don't remember how to do this.
That's all right. Okay, so what you're going to do is you put the little pointer over your name, and then you drag and drop it, and I'm going to drop it for you.
Okay, that's what
Boom.
I thought. Okay. You kept flickering it out. You got to get right on the edge of that circle. That's why it wasn't working.
Oh,
for me.
don't grab the circle, grab the name.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
The word, not the picture.
Okay,
got
so
you.
there
Got
you guys all are. So do you like the picture that I got for you there, Brian? Again, he's
He looks very old.
old. What are you talking about? He looks like a young guy.
A lot of facial hair.
Yeah, he's got
But cool.
facial hair.
Fantastic. Looks good. I mean,
Yes.
it's good for.
There you go. That's now okay. Everybody, pay attention. That's how you suck up. Yeah, it just a little bit more natural might get you a Benny. I'm just throwing that out there. Not saying. I'm just saying.
If I'll need it, I can work some magic here.
There you go. Okay, so now what we got here is we've got these. These are the stairs. Okay, there's a landing right here, and then this is the walkway that goes in front of the doors. Okay, and that has a an overhang to it. And then I'm going to actually draw. Okay, you see the little double lines I'm putting in there? Those are windows next to each one of the doors. Okay? Okay, so there you go.
Oh, apparently our names are switched again.
Did
by
they?
the way.
Oh, you know what it was? Is they were switched during the. I didn't come in and fix this one. So okay, so what are you guys doing?
Keeping an eye out. I mean, this is street level. Is that right?
Over. Ping it for me. What are you talking about?
Like right here. This is
Yeah,
street
that's the
level.
alley. That's the alley over there.
Good. Yeah, just looking off to the left and right, and assuming that Joplin and Phoenix are gonna head up any time now.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and make my way up as quietly as possible.
Same here.
Okay, so you guys are going to attempt to be stealthy in your approach. Excellent. That's really what I wanted to know. Okay, so that being the case, I need some stealth rolls from all those who are attempting to be stealthy.
All right.
Come on, stealthy.
Not a great roll from either of us.
Let me see. I want to see.
Yeah,
Yikes.
Joplin fails bad.
Phoenix succeeds.
Now
you
is-
have Benny
is-
though. You have Benny, fam.
Yeah, you've got Benny's if you want to use them. Now, is Ari staying down there, or is she going to come up with
Yeah, I think I'm going to stay down because I'm not stealthy, and if
Okay,
they're
you're gonna
trying,
You're gonna
Not
stay down there
mine
with
right
Brian.
now.
Okay, so this is what happens: is you guys start going up, and you're going up the stairs, and you get about halfway there, no problem. And halfway up, the one board goes, it very loud,
And I cringe.
yes.
That was me.
Now go.
No.
Now go ahead. Go ahead and move your tokens. You should be able to move them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Too many windows open. That's the problem.
Yeah, same here. So it's
I don't know. Probably about we said about halfway up.
Yeah,
maybe?
about halfway up is when it made the noise. I mean, are you going to stop when it does
No,
like
I
this
think
loud
we
creak?
keep moving.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. And then it's like you make your way up the stairs. The stairs are well worn, really hard to not make noise going up. And I think about halfway up is when you realize, screw it. We've already screwed the pooch here, so to speak. Let's continue on. Okay. So you're up there, and you are correct. There are numbers on each one of the doors.
I knew it.
1, 2, 3,
Well, let's go to number 3 then.
which is down here.
Beauty. Okay. You want to lead the way?
Yeah, let's
I'll keep an eye out for you.
maybe take a peek in that window before I try anything with the door.
Sure, and you peek right into those curtains that are closed on the other side of the glass.
It's
And-
got curtains.
yes, it does.
You use Mage Hand.
I don't have such. I've got regular hands.
Ari has 2.
I'm
Okay.
gonna check the door and see just a gentle twist to see if there's a lock on it that we
Okay.
can.
There's no apparent lock on the outside. There's no keyhole or anything along these lines. But what I need you to do is I need you to give me another one of those stealth rolls to see, if you're able to keep it from going
Big
rattle, rattle,
money,
rattle.
money, no whammies, no whammies. Yeah, that's a whammy.
So you go up and you're like, excellent. And you grab the handle and you hear click. It really needs oil. So another real big click happens.
Sorry.
We are so bad at this.
Yes,
I'm usually
yes,
pretty good at this.
This is awesome, actually. But it's unlocked. Like when you do that, and the handle clicks down, and the plunger goes back, the door actually gives a little bit as it's no longer held in place.
Okay, I'll turn to Joplin and say, "Stay behind me."
And so I can hear this, right?
Yes,
Or is
It
this-
sounds like the whole
basically.
town can hear it.
Basically, because and here's the thing: is they think they're actually being pretty sneaky, and it's like a show of comedy here, because they go up and it's like, Kirk, oh man, that's the board. All right, well, screw it, let's hurry up. They get up to the top, and then they're doing that sneaky. It's like they were already loud, but they keep doing the sneaky thing, and then they get over to the door, and it's like. Clack, 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 and it goes, oh man, they probably heard. We suck at this, don't? Yeah, we do. So that's what you're hearing going on.
Can't hear you quite clearly.
Yeah, so I would turn to Brian and say, I'm gonna go halfway, see if they need help, to this top landing area.
That sounds all right by me.
Okay, just because I so hope it happens. Go ahead, Ari. Just roll me a stealth. You can do it. Just roll it. Just roll it. Yep. She gets up there. Doesn't really make any it doesn't make any noise. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, so you just kind of All right. So now is this where you're
I
planning?
see the doors opening, right? Or is it not quite open yet?
Well, basically, you get up there, and I don't know. You guys tell me what you were doing while she was coming up, because you'd already started to open up the door. So as she's coming up the stairs, what are you two doing there?
I was gonna go in unless Joplin stopped me.
I am right on Phoenix's back. Just
Okay. So they're going to be in, and basically what'll happen is you'll get up there, and they will already be inside. So
And we will have already rolled initiative. I mean,
are you going to close the door behind you, or are you just going to leave it open?
I mean, I guess that's up to Joplin. I move through. He's behind me. What do you do?
I'm going to leave it open. We might need the light.
Yes, because
Maybe.
some moonlight does come in. It is a pretty clear night, so there's plenty of star and moonlight that's coming down. So go ahead and put your guys inside there. And basically, Ari, what happens is when you come up to the top of the lantern, you just catch the heel of one of them as the last person enters into the room.
Okay. So then I'd follow, standing outside, not
Okay.
going in yet.
All right, go ahead and put your
I
token
guess
in there.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do. Okay, there's a table here, and we got this as a chair, and then we're gonna make that a chair, And there's like some kind of cabinet thing here, and we got like some kind of. There's actually a table with like food and stuff on it right there. And okay, so it pretty sparse. There's like some cloaks and coats on the wall. You can tell though because the cabinets from out of this chest of drawers over here, they're on the floor, and everything that was on a table or on a shelf is scattered all over the place. The place is a mess. And there's a door right here, and there's light coming from under a crack in that door.
Huh. At the risk of repeating history, I'm going to stealthily walk over to that door.
Okay. Go ahead and repeat your stealthily.
Hey!
Oh,
There
wow.
you go. You glide like the wind.
Thump.
Both of you guys do. So you
Oh, my
both
wow.
glide over to the door. And you're there, and you both hear a very faint humming.
The paper did say 3, right?
Yes, yes, we're in number 3. Do you want to open the door? What did we come all this way to do then?
Let's guess we go in. Oh gosh, that's probably them noticing us. Let's just go through, and I'm gonna grab the door and see if I can open it.
Yeah, it's unlocked. Okay. Joplin, are you still back by the front door, or did you follow Phoenix up there?
I did. I followed him up there. That's why.
Okay, go ahead and move your token up there. There you go. All right. So, all right, let me go ahead and I shall draw that. Okay, so it opens into a small room. There is a bed. There is a window, and I should have put there's a window over on here too. All have curtains. There's another dresser, and then like a table. Say another like little nightstand thingy. And
You should make your decorator.
I should be. I really should. I miss my calling. So you whip open the door, and hold on a second. Let me find something right quick here. As I still hum. Really, that's what it gives me. Whatever. I should have. Fine, I'm going to go do this route then. If they're going to be like that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. And I would like to say thank you to everyone who's bothered to show up for this dry run. I really need to load up all my tokens so I don't have to go and search or have my maps already pre-built, which, I didn't. Ah, there he is. Okay, excellent. And there we go.
What?
The world's
Okay, so you open the door, and on this bed. Now, this room is tossed just like the exterior room. There is a bullseye with a hurricane lamp. You guys are familiar with those?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, so there is a hurricane lamp sitting on the dresser next to one of the most enormous men you've ever seen in your life. He is sitting on the bed. The bed sinks just desperately low to the floor. He is bald and has no shirt on. He has just a pair of simple cotton breeches on, a pair of high, soft leather boots, and a a blue sash tied about his enormous gut. His arms are about as big around as Joplin's waist, and he sits ever so daintily peeling an apple with a small knife. And when you open the door and you come in, he stops and he looks and goes, who do we have here? I guess I'll say it again. And who do we have here?
Hi, Phoenix.
Hello.
Phoenix, like the bird. Yes?
Yeah, like the bird. That's right.
It's very interesting. And you, little man. what-
Joplin Mayfair.
Joplin and Phoenix. And he like turns and he throws his legs over the bed onto the floor. The bed groans terribly. You hear some popping of some springs. And he just puts the rest of the apple in his mouth and just chews the whole thing, core and all. And he gets up. Well, I guess you're here looking for someone, yes?
I think that goes without saying. I mean, you clearly don't belong here either, right?
Oh, I totally belong here. I'm here for guys like you who come here. Now I tell you. You will tell me why you're here and where Sindra is. And if I like the answer, depends on how bad I beat you.
If we knew where she was, why would we come here?
Okay.
I mean, we're looking for her just like you are.
Exactly.
Okay, everybody got a card.
Oh.
It's fine.
It's so ominous.
Okay. My man's got a 8 of hearts. Go ahead and reveal your cards, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, baby, yeah, I got a joke.
Oh, to hell with you.
But don't worry, I made up for it with the worst card ever.
I got a 10, so I'm down over here.
Okay, so you get a Benny. Actually, all of you guys get an
All of
extra
us,
Benny.
yeah.
Yes. Okay, and all right.
I think we're gonna need it.
Yeah. So, what, my dear friend Phoenix, are you going to do? Because he just starts walking very menacing. Like, this guy, his head is actually literally scraping the ceiling.
I'm gonna try and kick him in the nuts.
Okay, excellent. Let's go ahead and
I know when
give me
I'm
that.
outmatched by at least by weight.
Yeah, you attempt to kick him and you do. But you don't end up kicking him in the balls. You're so like enamored with the fact that this giant of a man, I mean, he's easily 8 feet tall. And you go to kick him and you just misjudge the height of that crotch because it's so high off the floor, and you wind up hitting him in his thigh. And he just,
and with my offhand attack, I'm gonna like realizing I've made the wrong call. I'm gonna pull my shillelagh club out from under my coat and just go for the head. With my
okay, you're pulling your shillelagh is going to be that's going to be your action there.
Okay.
You can't draw an attack unless you have. Do you have a special edge that allows you to do said?
I can do a second attack, but it doesn't like give me like
technically
an extra draw.
Yeah, and technically your second attack is like in unison on like you're already in the heat of combat. It's not like hold on, let me pull my gun and then I'll shoot. You know,
yeah,
it's like
a second. Well, could I now considering that? Could I maybe just punch again since I have no?
Yes, I will allow such thing.
Let's ignore that last roll then, and I will try and punch him, and that's ooh,
Copy paste.
No doubt. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. I have to scroll down a little bit more. Okay, yeah, and again, so you go ahead and you attempt to strike him, and this time he slaps the fist away. This is not a good start for you, little man, but I like the way you have fire in your eyes.
Bring it.
Okay, so the 10 of hearts would be next.
That's Joplin.
Yeah,
Fighting is not his strong suit.
this guy weighs anywhere from 7 to 8 times more than Joplin does. Just saying. Okay, so what's Joplin doing?
He's gonna put his hands up and back away, and then put his fists together like this. And when he squeezes it, his magic cane pops out, and then he just hits him with it.
Okay. Again, this
I
is
would like him to be impressed that he just conjured a cane out.
you can conjure the cane, but that would be your action. It's the same thing as drawing a weapon. You can conjure it into existence. But
Okay.
then conjuring it and then using it, unless you had something that allowed you to take. Now you can take multiple actions.
I was gonna take the penalty to take the
Okay.
strike.
All right. Cool. So go ahead and just give me the sleight of hand to get it all popped out and in your hand, all kinds of impressive like.
I know it's in here.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm almost positive that you took it. If you don't, then what we'll have you do is just go ahead and give me a agility.
Why did they put it under? It's basic thievery, isn't it?
Yes.
Is that what
Yes.
Sleight of hand is?
Yes. Yes.
That's why I don't
yes.
have it up
There
here.
we go. There we go. So give me that basic thievery roll, and this is what happened. You're just so flustered by the sight of a
I'm gonna
huge
spend
man.
a penny.
Okay, go ahead. Okay,
I'm gonna
all right.
spend a penny.
You did just earn a Benny. You might
Okay.
as well.
And I'm gonna spend it. And I want to try that again.
Let's see what happens this time.
That's
Yeah, you get it. Not a problem.
talking about.
You've got it in your hands. Now, are you going to take the multiple action and try to hit him with the -2?
It is a -2. Yes.
It is a -2. Okay, so go ahead and give me that fighting roll.
This should be the one.
Oh!
You
And a
hit
raise.
him. Ah, nice. The 2 will take it down to at -2, though.
Takes a 9.
Yeah.
Right. He
And
should be easy to hit. He's a big guy.
Yeah, and he did hit him. And it was like a thunk. And it doesn't appear to have done squat or shit to him.
It's a good sign.
Yeah.
It's a good sign.
Smack.
So keep in mind, though, so that was a 9. So now you're starting to get an idea of what you might need to hurt this man. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So there we go. Let's see here. Let's delete that.
So his parry is better than 9.
His toughness is better.
Yes, his parry is better than 9.
Okay.
Oh.
Toughness is damage.
You're
Toughness
right.
is damage afterwards, correct.
I take it 100% back. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? And I just realized it's a dry run thing. I was rolling weapon rolls, like damage rolls,
Yeah.
instead of attack rolls, instead of fighting rolls, which
Well, that's good.
Okay.
That's good to know. That's good to
Yeah.
know for next time.
Right.
just noticed that.
Okay, so we've got an 8 of diamonds. Okay, so that's basically now then that means it's his turn. And he just lunges out with a big old stinking meaty fist. And he's just coming in to give a big old wet kiss to Phoenix's well, I should be fair. I should be fair because you both attacked him. 1 and 2 will be Phoenix, and 3 and 4 will be Joplin. Okay, so he is going after Phoenix.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so here we go. He got a 6.
My toughness is a 7.
What's your parry?
Oh, my parry is a 7. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Okay, so you're able to. Yeah, he doesn't lay a hand on you. So he just tries to. It's a very slow, very telegraphed punch, and you're able to get out of the way. Now he still has that dagger in his other hand, but he's not using it as of yet. Okay, just so you know. Okay, that's all he does. He doesn't do anything else. Okay, so Brian, with your 6.
Do I hear any of this commotion?
Give me a notice roll.
Notice roll.
Because you are
Notice
hearing
roll.
stuff, but I want to see just how clearly you hear everything that's going on up there. Yeah, you hear them basically talking and stuff up there. You're like, huh, I wonder what they found. And yeah. Hey guys, hurry up, okay?
If it's something innocuous, then I'm
Yeah.
just going to stay here and do my job.
Yeah, there's nothing loud. There's been no screams or any of that different stuff. It's just been a conversation happening up there. So you can't make out the words, but you just hear it's like the
I hear work getting done, that they're talking to contacts.
exactly. They're doing a good job, you're thinking. Okay, hey Ari, it's your turn. And standing where you're at, because you're looking into the apartment and seeing through, you see basically that huge man just like blotting out the light and casting your two friends in shadow.
Yeah. So first, I'm going to do the cantrip message to send Brian a message that says they're in trouble.
Okay.
And I'm assuming just a spell casting on that.
Yep, not a problem. It works. It works like a charm.
Get it? And then I'm gonna move
Get it?
into the room.
Okay, go ahead. And you can just move yourself in. Okay, so Brian, you get this like whispering. I don't know. You tell me, how's that happen when your message spell is cast there, Ari? What happens?
It is like a whisper, so probably would spook him at first.
It absolutely would.
Yeah, but it's like they're in trouble. So, and it just kind of comes from the back. You don't.
Ari, where are you? Are you here? Ari.
Yeah.
Ari.
Yes. I
I mean, he saw me go up, right?
He
knows
did.
I do
He
magic,
did.
I'm
right?
gonna look around the balcony to see if you're like leaning over to speak to me. I'm like,
Yeah, that is a legitimate response, Brian. Thank you very much. Okay, cool.
but what I hear, did I hear the message? So I'm gonna start to just walk.
Yeah,
up.
you
Just
totally.
walk up.
Yeah, you heard the message that it basically Ari's voice whispered in your ear. They're in trouble.
In trouble.
Yep.
So I'm gonna not run, but just walk. Like, how
Okay.
far would I get up there?
Oh, you can get up to. Let's see here. Let's do a little movement here, and I do believe it is 40 feet. So wow, that's a little bit out of. We're just gonna say because this isn't to scale, obviously, because those are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can alter that in the right way. Okay, yeah, 5 per. We're gonna say we'll do it. No, dang it. Let's say. All right. Now that should help somewhat. Now let me see. Oh yeah. Okay, so I adjusted it. So there you go.
Up there.
Yeah, so you can move 40. So you can get up to there. You can actually get to say like right about there.
Sounds good to me. As I'm just kind of
Okay.
walking around.
Okay.
You wonder where that voice came from?
Yep.
Oh wait, it's not even my turn. So
Go ahead and adjust. Yeah, it was your turn. You went last.
I went last.
that was Ari because she did the cantrip. I decided to stay there. So.
Oh, that's
he
right.
just heard it.
That's right. Okay, Joplin and Brian, go ahead and reveal your cards there.
Oh. I got a 9.
All right. And a 2. Okay, so
I got a queen.
Queen goes first.
All right, I'm feeling
Right? We're all clubs. Do we get something?
No, you get. Oh wait,
a flush.
there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fine.
All right, Queen. What are you doing?
I am going to. I'm gonna stick with the fist, except this time I will do a fighting roll.
Yeah.
Which will give me a significant advantage on last time.
I would hope so.
Fingers crossed. But that seems like
Yeah.
it's unlikely.
You basically hit a side of beef.
And I mean, I guess with my second attack, I'm gonna do the same thing because I'm not gonna pull the shillelagh in the middle with him right in my face. So,
Okay,
oh
go ahead.
jeez.
Yeah, yeah. Basically,
Just-
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
ow.
And he's like doing that real lazy kind of defense, like just like he's unconcerned. Okay, so the queen is off the table. 9. That was
Mine is Joplin, and is there room for me to slide behind this big fella, like get over there?
yeah, you can try and do that, but he'll get an attack on you.
Even if I'm still within his.
Yeah, you're passing by him. He's not going to just let you walk by him. Again, this is a little bit different than the D&D. You're not.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
still within his. You're making a movement past him.
Yeah. But it would give us a flanking advantage if I get there.
Correct.
This is gonna hurt.
Maybe.
I'm gonna try for it. I'm gonna try to slide past him and get behind him so I can maybe
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
find a better angle.
He attempts to cuff you on your head with his big meaty maw.
Oh God.
Is 9 going to hit you?
Where do I find my
Very.
You get your parry that you need to.
parry? Yeah, is a 4.
Yeah, so he hit you. So let's see what kind of damage he did to you.
Lots.
1.
Oh.
So basically, you duck just in time, and he like skips off the top of your head and kind of like just knocks you down right quick.
Oh. Does that give me 1 wound?
No, because
Nothing at all?
yeah. What's your toughness?
Yeah, it's
Oh
no
yeah,
in-
my
no
toughness
in-game
is
effect.
5. It doesn't.
Yeah, he would have to do over 5 to give you a wound.
Nice.
So yeah,
Nice.
so basically he just tried scuffing you on the top there, and it failed. Okay, so now you've got him flanked. So now you guys will get a +1, +2 because it's per person. So since there's 2 of you, you get a +2 to your rolls now against him. Okay, so that was just your movement, though, Joplin. What are you going to do? You going to attempt to hit him with your club?
I think I want to hit him with my stick again.
Okay, go ahead. Now, keep in mind you're at +2 to this.
I am. That's
Yeah.
going to help.
Oh, yeah. You hit him, and he's shaking.
Yes. Do
Yes.
I roll damage?
No, he's
just
basically-
shaking.
Yeah, that's that. Well, no. You do roll damage now. I'm sorry. So basically, you're going to roll. I don't know if it's already preloaded, but it would be club, which I think is a D4.
I mean, there's the button right there, right? The roll damage button.
I
Yeah,
think
it's a
that's-
I think
D4.
it's for your cane.
Yeah, roll that damage. It's right there already on it.
Yeah, it should be set up as a strength plus D4.
Yep. And there you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
So strength plus D4.
Ooh, what's this guy's?
I don't know what the bonus damage in, but
Bonus damage is for when you actually
oh, that's right, crit.
well,
right?
yeah, when you go with a raise with your hit,
Right.
which you did.
Ah.
So that's 8, 9, 10. So you did 13 to him.
Yeah.
So let's see, and that was on page, what was it, 94? Let me see if it's on my because he's gonna get shaken. You might have gave him a wound too.
Way to go, Joplin.
I am mighty with my
Now,
full team.
point of order, you mentioned we did see an azure scarf on this fella too,
I
right?
totally missed that.
He has an
Yeah.
azure sash around his waist. Yes,
Okay.
Well,
and
even
that's
if he didn't, I figured that's who he was.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
it was page 94. that
I was
has
like,
that.
why is this guy so mean to us?
Yeah.
In true
That-
Brian style.
I think he
You
said
know-
blue. He said blue, but I read between the lines.
I
Okay,
think the jump
so-
from blue to azure is pretty, pretty quick.
No, it is. He is
Hearing
just
the blue first.
He is just shaken. You do no
Okay.
no wound to him.
I'm
Did,
still
what-
proud of myself.
What was
Yeah.
his toughness though?
10.
Toughness was 8.
This is a tough dude. So he was only 3 over, so he is shaken, which means that he is going to have to succeed on a vigor
Oh,
roll.
right. Yeah.
Otherwise, he cannot do anything on his turn. So
You
okay,
did get the +5. Got it.
okay, so
And
Jack-
Ari, little help.
okay, so let's give a roll here and see if he is able to become. He is not. He doesn't do anything. He is shaken and confused now. So he is done. Okay. Who's the 5 of clubs there? Is that
That's me.
Ari? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the room and go about like here, I think.
Okay.
And I'll go, hi.
He's shaking already, but I am going to go ahead and try to entangle him.
Okay, you're going to use your entangle. And
Yeah.
that's just at a -1, or you're going to take the round to cast it? 'Cause
Well,
it-
so is it just those two who get the flanking, or can I get in on that?
flanking is only for
Fighting style.
yeah, for melee
Okay.
stuff.
I'll go ahead and take the -2.
Okay, so you can do it as a direct. Okay, go ahead. 7 and a 6. Okay, so 5 and 5. That's both. Those are both successes. Now, in that in this spell description, does it say that it just automatically happens, and then he gets a strength to try and get out of it
Correct.
afterwards, right? And it's
Correct.
just a straight up, or is it based off of anything as far as what target number he's trying to reach?
So it's hardness of 5.
5. That's what I needed to know. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So you step in. You so how does that look?
So it's the smoke again that comes emanating kind of just from the ground, and kind of binds him.
So it like comes up out of the actual shadows out of the ground. Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
and then
cool.
like, it's grabbing around his ankles,
Uh huh.
and kind of making them cinch together.
Okay. And it's like I kind of envision it as like multiple rings of smoke just come up out of multiple rings of like shadowy smoke come out of the shadows on the ground and whatnot and just kind of go around him. They can be more than just down around his ankles.
I would argue that would be if I had a raise, but since
All
it's just, yeah.
Cool. This is your power. You tell me how it's working. So cool. All right. He's got this thing holding his legs. He seems all confused and unhappy. Okay. So Brian, now you can move. Are you going to move up to where you were going to go? Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
That's why I'm gonna move there. And now that I do I hear any sound of combat, or is it?
Oh
just
yeah,
this
you hear the like starting the yelling and stuff and what have you, and you can move again.
Yeah, yeah. Moving again, that's running, yeah?
Yes.
And so that's double your speed, and then that means all actions have -2.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So you
So
can
I'll do that.
You can definitely get into the room right there where they're
Oh,
at.
then I will move there.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
Okay. That'll
So like where am I? Like center room, middle of the room?
no, like yeah, right about no, yep,
Uh-huh.
right about there. Up
Right about
a
there.
little-
Bam.
Yeah, right about there, and they're kind of in your way, so that's going to be the end of your dealio there.
And so I imagine as I get to that doorway, I just see this huge like Goliath
Oh yes, this
knock
huge,
somebody
huge guy.
around. Like maybe it shuts the door, so I have to like push the door open. What's happening? And then
Yep.
another body hits the door.
Okay, go
What's
ahead and
me?
reveal your cards there, guys.
Haha! I got an ace.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Got a 9.
Okay, so
Where do
ace.
you want us to put these cards?
I just bring them down over your name and down up towards the bottom
is-
there.
As long as
Because I'm
it's
okay.
in the
I'm all the way on the
order.
left.
You can put them next to your. The thing is that when we get into like some more hairier like types of combat, if you take them and you bring them up here, you're going to be covering up stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and who was the 7 of spades? That was that Brian? Was that you?
No, Brian is 6 diamonds.
Oh, that was you. Okay, so mine was the 7 of spades. Okay, cool. All right, so there we
What
go.
is the 5? Is that that's all right? Okay. I deduce.
On the ace, I can move over here.
Okay, so the ace goes first.
Yes. I mean, it seems to be working for me, so I'll take another shot with advantage.
Okay, this is +3 now because Ari's there. Because even though she's there and not benefiting because she's not doing melee combat against him, she is still considered a flanking individual for the purposes of this.
Yeah, there we go. Oh,
Yeah, that's not too good, man.
you know what? I'm going to spend
He's
a
a
penny.
penny.
Okay, there you go. Spend another penny.
I'm gonna try this again.
Go ahead, give it to me, man.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that's a 7.
7's my best there.
yeah. That's still not good enough.
I'm
All right, good try. Good try.
not going anywhere. I'm just gonna stay here and
Okay. Yeah. Well, you're helping your fellows out because you're help giving their bonuses. Okay, the 9. Who's
That's me.
All right, Phoenix. What are you gonna do to this?
Well,
big old bruiser?
we've been kind of going back and forth, getting the top of the round here. But the two of us, we just going back and forth. This guy, I'm just gonna. This time I am. I know. I'm just gonna keep punching him. Who am I kidding? I'm good.
Yeah.
Keep punching at him.
No, that one doesn't hit.
Yeah. Nope.
And
He's a tough son of a bitch.
and I'm just gonna go for it again. This time I'm just gonna like haul off and see if I can do an uppercut.
All right.
There
You go. That's a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and give me your damage roll.
Okay, where's my fists? There they are. Damage. Boom. Whoa!
Okay, so you did
13.
13. He is
Yeah.
now he now has a wound because he was shaken, and you just hit him with another shaken. So he's shaken and with a wound.
Whoa, 3 is only. That's only 3 over his toughness. Holy cow!
Yeah,
This guy's a beast.
yeah. Well, there's 4 of you and 1 of him. So
and we're still outnumbered.
there you go. Okay, so 7 of clubs. 7 of spades.
That's
Oh, I think
you.
that's him.
Oh,
Yes.
that is him. Okay, so first things first, we have to see if he is unshaken.
Well, the shaken turned into a wound. Is he still shaken?
Yeah, you still remain shaken. So let's see. Let's
Oh,
double
right.
check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yep. So he's still shaken, and then, but he's still shaking. There's shit he can do. Yeah. There you go. And this is a non-Betty villain, so yeah. Boo doo boo. Okay. All right. So that having been done, so we got the 6 of diamonds. Go ahead. What are you gonna do?
What was that?
After so many bodies are getting pressed against this door, I'm just going to push it open. I kind of keep it open. Sir, please stop, or we'll have to hurt you, I think. And the door shuts in my face again. Is he going to say anything to me at all?
No, and this door is actually open.
Sure.
You can
Well,
look
I'm
straight in there and see what's going on. So
I'm
it's
having like we wrong heads.
yeah.
At that moment, I'm just going to have to just step back a little bit and I guess draw my spear if I have it on
He
me.
said, "Sure." I'd say you were walking around with it. Why not? Well, here's the thing: walking around the city with an open weapon. Now, a spear is not something you can easily just kind of,
Of course.
Now, if you wanted to have like a dagger on you or something like that, that's totally legit. That's not a problem. You can have.
Actually, is there anything heavy on the floor, the scattered floor around it?
Sure, you can find like basically, I don't know, like a broken table leg or some kind of crap. There's something on there. I mean, you can.
I'm taking throw it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So this is an improvised weapon. So
It
it's
is.
basically going to just go off of. Let's see if I can remember this correctly.
-2 penalty, I believe.
Yes, and it goes off of your. It'd still be off of your fighting, wouldn't it be though?
Yes, but a -2 penalty, or
Yeah.
is it -4?
No, it's -2, and it is only going to do a D4 of damage because it goes off of the size as far as damage for improvised weapons. So yeah, so just whatever your roll is, -2. Yeah, it just goes sailing into the room and hits the back wall. Bing. Okay.
Brian, not
I'm here.
helping.
Okay. So 5 of hearts.
I think it's me. I am gonna cast a cantrip to make him. Sorry, my brain just decided to go out the window. Cough uncontrollably for
Uh-huh.
1 round. And
Okay.
it's like all actions during the round are at a -2.
All right. And that's just there's nothing he can do about that. It's just or has he got like a will? I'm going to give him a will save against something along these lines.
Okay.
Or let's make it. I think that's more of a vigor roll. Wouldn't
Yeah,
you guys
seems
say?
like it.
Because it's a physical overcoming something. And the only reason if it was a regular spell, since it's a cantrip, that's why I'm going to give him this roll. So let's see what happens here. He starts hacking. God, this guy rolls for shit. So he starts hacking. His feet are bound, so he's kind of like hanging over. The only thing that's, helping him out is that he's built like a brick shithouse, and that's about it. Okay, so there we go. So that's it. We're done with that. Let's get some more cards up in the dealio for you guys. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, that's a good one. I got a 10 of diamonds. Let me guess that's Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, who got the ace? Ace, a king?
I got the ace.
Ooh, okay, so Ace, what are you doing? My man's coughing. He's bound. I say it's about time you guys put this dude out of his misery, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Well, are we murderers?
Yeah, I'm thinking about.
I wasn't saying kill him. I mean, if you want to, you can.
I'm very frail, so it's not like I can punch him at all.
No.
So I'm gonna go ahead and move past and farther into the room.
Okay.
So maybe to let Brian in and pull out my dagger, but I don't intend to use it. I'm just gonna have it out
for self-defense purposes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's almost as if you're practicing your story to tell the sentries when you meet them. Well, it was self-defense. Okay, all right. So King of who is it? It's King of Hearts would go next. Whoever the King of Hearts is.
That one's me.
All right.
I'm just gonna keep wailing on this guy.
Eventually, you'll do something.
I'll pull out the shillelagh this time. I'll spend one of my actions to pull out the shillelagh.
Okay.
And then I'll use my attack.
Go ahead, brain him.
Is it at a +3?
And this is trying to again non-lethal damage. I'm not trying to kill.
Yeah. Okay, and it's going to be a plus.
Oh my god!
Wow.
You know what? Since it's a -2 to do the second action, I'm going to try and just boom over the head. And
are you out of Betty's?
Oh, I guess I could re-roll with the Benny, right?
You sure could, man.
Yeah, sure. I got the extra one from the Joker.
Yeah. You're still riding with 4 Bennies, man. Use them.
4.
That did nothing.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that's.
You could burn through more.
I could still do the second one with the -2, though, right? I could.
Yeah.
Try. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll do it.
You can get a raise.
So it's +1 right now because we had the +3, but it's still not enough. I know.
Yeah. Hey, good try, man.
This guy's just like skull of steel, just like
he is. Yeah, I told you, he's just a huge mountain of muscle. And to tell you the truth, thank God that Ari came in and started throwing magic on him. He's all kinds jacked up right now. Well, and he still hasn't been able to get over being freaking shaken on top of all of that. So it's been a bad day for him. Okay, King of Diamonds.
What else is there around to pick up on this ground?
Let's say there's a big old heavy decanter. Or like yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Just pick that up and run into the room and try to help my friends and just try to smash it on them.
Okay, go ahead. You can totally do it. Again, improvised weapon, so just
improvised.
Yep.
That's a +4 now?
Oh.
Yes, it is a +4. So that is a 9.
Only. Oh, it's 9.
But it is.
9.
But no, because you're right. It is. Yeah. So it only +2. So basically, you come in and you just crack and bust this decanter against him, and it seems to have done nothing.
I look over to Phoenix. What is he made out of? And before I have to block one of his blows.
Okay, so it's his turn. Now we've got it. So we're going to go counterclockwise, starting at the top. And let's see. Well, first, let's see if he can even do anything. Is he unshaken? Yes, he's finally unshaken. Now, can he bust out of these magical smoke rings? Yes, he does.
So he's at -2 on all actions. Does that count for shaking? I just don't know.
Not for a shaken. No.
Okay.
I don't think I
He's
can.
hacking, but he's able to cast it off, and even for that, he's done hacking as far as I'm concerned. Those are good rolls right there. He's good. He can't do anything else anyway until next round. So, okay, so he is good to go now until somebody actually does some damage to him. Okay, who's 7 of hearts?
I'm 7 of hearts.
All right, come on, lay some hurt on this guy.
Where's my thing again? Scrolling down to. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
spend my last Benny and do it again.
Yeah,
You're
you
not.
are. Yeah, you are.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, you know what? You're correct. Joplin's not a fighter, man.
Not at all.
Not a fighter.
Okay, here we go. All right. Things are getting real. He is now unencumbered. What does he get? He got a frickin' 4. Come on. Oh, he beats the 2 though.
Yeah.
All right.
I got him beat with a 6.
Yeah, and okay. Okay, so who's the queen?
Well, that's mine.
Okay, so what's Brian doing?
Man, I'm running out of things to hit him with.
You can hit him with your fist.
Well, okay, let's try that. A little
Okay.
fist cuts.
Yeah. So just you're fighting. So roll your fighting to hit him. Okay. Yeah. And you don't.
Well, is it +4 or +3?
Oh, you're right. It is +4. So you do hit him.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Now
Hey, look at that.
I gotta give him. He's gonna be shaken.
Oh, I have to roll damage first, don't I?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So now, what's your strength? Is that what the 2 and the 6 is?
It's for your fists. I think it's your strength plus a D4.
No. It's
That's what
just
it's for.
just your strength if you're fisticuff, unless you've got something. You're different.
Oh, right. Mine are natural weapons, right?
So just roll your. There it is.
Hey!
Okay, so 9 points
Wow!
is almost good enough, but he's got a toughness of 10. So
Oh, man.
yeah, so you haul off with an extremely impressive. The fat rolls down him.
Gross.
Good job, kid.
And he's starting to like get his confidence back about it. He's like, "Is this the best you've got?" Okay, so I just deleted the wrong card. Which one was that?
That was yours, maybe?
What was your card? Do you remember?
You had a.
Well, my queen is there. I think you deleted your card, DM.
Yeah, the
It was a 4. It was a 4 hearts. Okay, it was a 4. Okay, so yeah, that's gone. So next one would be 6 of spades. What's 6 of spades doing?
That's Joplin.
Okay.
And I want to change it up a little bit. Obviously, I can't hurt this guy.
Right. Well, you can if you get raises. You just got to roll anything besides 1s and 2s, and you got a +4 to your roll now.
I'm thinking he might be valuable for information at this point.
Okay.
I want to try while he's fighting and stuff. I want to try to pick his pocket.
He's okay. He has no pocket. I don't know what
No
you.
pocket? Is
No,
he have a
this guy's got no wallet, man.
bag?
He's got a blue sash around his
Son of a bitch.
healthy midsection.
I gotta hit him then.
Okay, go ahead. It could happen. You could do this.
yeah, you done it already.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but I am out of bennies now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There
Wow.
you go. You hit him. You got him. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh,
Oh, so nice. Still didn't do it.
No, that's 12.
that's 12, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, because you get your bonus damage. 8, and that's up. God dang it, he's shaking again. All right. This poor guy's never going to get out of this shaking thing. All right. Okay. So I guess it's 6 of hearts' turn now.
All right, that's me. Shillelagh, couple of Shillelagh hits.
There you go. Give it to
Let's
him.
see, one of these got up.
There you go.
Wow.
That did it. Okay, you straight up crack him big time in the head. Okay, give me your damage roll.
All right. Ah, well. It's a 1 and a 5 for those.
Right? Okay. So
Well, how does it work with? Or I guess that doesn't matter. Never mind. I take it back.
Oh, I guess then the damage. Yeah, no, still not.
yeah,
not.
you didn't beat his toughness.
Oh, right. I still have one more hit though because I
Yeah,
have no
you do. Go
penalty
ahead.
to my offhand. So let's try it. Hey,
Oh, there we go.
That's a
Let's see if-
14, so that's a hit. 'Cause
come on,
don't forget
damage.
you get
Come
a
on,
plus
damage.
4.
And
Oh my
still not.
god. Now you're hitting him, but you can't roll damage to save your life.
Yeah.
Baby steps. Baby
Oh
steps.
my gosh. Well, wait, here's first problem. What's your character's strength?
It's the
D6.
strength is a D6, I think.
Okay, so all right, so that's right
Yeah.
then. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it is.
Okay.
He's just rolling bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
real bad rolls.
Okay. So now it's his turn because he had the 4. Now let's see if he can get from being shaken. Yes, he is not shaken. Okay. Now let's see who he's gonna try and take his
For
his
future
damage
reference,
out
can we
on.
use bennies to make an enemy re-roll that or no?
No, you cannot use the
Ooh.
bennies on those guys.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's going after you, Phoenix. And
Okay.
here he comes. He's gonna try and punch you.
Makes sense.
That's gonna miss.
Some misses, yeah.
Yep. And he's gonna try and punch you again.
Okay.
He's gonna take a -2.
All of a sudden, there's like a fight club in this.
So what happens
God.
when you get a -1?
Made me feel better with that punch.
Yeah, he just like. What happens is you miss.
Gave you.
Okay.
Gave you.
2 hearts.
That's me, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to entangle him, but this time around his neck.
Okay. And how are you casting it? Are you gonna take the round to do it, or are you gonna take the?
No, I'm gonna do the -2.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. You did it. He is entangled.
Okay. And
Okay.
it, yeah, so the things come up and like kind of leave trails along his body as it's traveling up to his neck, and then just
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So I guess that's it. So let's
So he's being strangled.
sort of. It's theoretically strangling him. You know what? It is strangling him. But what I just I got to shuffle again. Okay. Shuffle. There we go. I ran out of cards. Sorry.
oh, that's weird.
So who didn't get a card?
I did not get a card.
Okay, so 1 for Joplin. There you go, sir.
Can I get a different card?
No, you may not. Okay, who's got the ace?
That's me.
Okay, go ahead. What are you
Let's
gonna do?
try this again. Same exact thing. I'm just wailing on this guy with the shillelagh. I gave up on the fists. Realized that I can't punch this guy hard enough. So,
Nice. That's a hit.
that's a hit. Okay.
Oh yeah,
so-
because don't forget you got a +4 to these.
right. Okay. So come on, damage roll this time. Give me some heat. That's not enough, is it?
No, it's
Because that's 10
10. So he's
with the
shaking.
bonus because of the raise.
oh 10. Yes, he's shaken again.
Okay.
So he's shaken, and that was your first attack.
Yeah.
So now you can wound him with this. Go ahead. He
Oh.
already has 1 wound. Yes.
This is not lethal though, right?
That's not good enough.
Yeah, that one's not good enough. Okay, so yes, he's sitting with 1 wound right now. Okay, so that was the ace, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and get rid of that guy. So next would be that's right. Okay, so who's he going to go after? He's got to go after you, Phoenix, because you're the one who's starting to do actually something to him. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Wait. Oh, he's shaking.
18. So he's got. That's right. So that was his
He
first.
is entangled.
There's his shaken. So he's not shaken, and then there's his 8. So he is unheld now because he broke it. So I'll just use those 2 rolls for that. Thank you for reminding me. You're very good. So now
Phoenix.
now will come his attempt to
Watch, he's gonna
to punch Phoenix.
friggin' take his
Nope.
spikes off.
There
Oh,
it is.
thank
There it is. But he's going to do it again with he'll take the -2 and try and hit you. No.
Oh, that doesn't hit. Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
Because what's your parry?
7.
7.
This is like
Okay.
classic low levels where nobody hits anybody.
Right.
And everybody just has a good time.
Well, and part of it too
Just
is
half the fun.
this is really not weapon. You guys are not designed for weapon
Oh.
damage and stuff. You know, if you had your spear, maybe it'd have been different too. You know, so okay, all right. So
Right. Totally would.
okay, so here we go. 10 of clubs.
That's me.
All right.
Well, I guess.
What other tricks do you have in that bag o' magic you got there, lady?
I think I'm just gonna be lazy and entangle him again, but this time maybe his fists around his to hold his arms down.
Okay, so you're gonna do it around his torso.
Right.
And, get his arms against him. Okay.
And
Pocket spear.
sorry, I didn't say it before I rolled, but take
Pocket
-2.
spear.
You're
So
gonna take. So it doesn't work then.
Right.
Now, the way this works is, it didn't mean anything bad happened. It means that you're still casting it, unless you want to stop and do something different.
Can I just use a Benny and re-roll?
Yes, you totally can. And that's a 4, so that would be a success.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So,
So-
yeah, he's entangled again.
Yeah, so he's entangled again. He hates you.
For the 100th time.
Okay, so that was that. You were 10 of clubs, right?
Correct.
Okay, so 7 of diamonds.
That's Joplin, and I want to try to.
Hit him. Hit him.
I'm gonna hit him, but I want to try to knock him down. Can I go for the knees?
Sure. I mean, you can do a called shot. It'll be at a minus to do it,
Well,
but it
yeah,
will give
for-
you. But it will give you a bonus into your damage.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking for. I want
Okay.
to try to knock him down.
Okay, so there'll be a -2 on this hit. So you only get a +2 because remember you get the +4 for everybody else.
Yeah.
So okay, let's see what you got.
Come on, big numbers.
Yep. So that doesn't work.
Come on.
All right.
You out of Benny's?
Yeah,
I
he's out of bennies. He's blown
out of
through.
bennies.
He blew through his bennies
Yeah,
already.
Don't let this guy hit Joplin.
Okay. So
Unfortunately, he's cornered himself. He separated himself
Yeah.
from the group.
He can always
I
crawl over the
didn't-
bed.
all right, 3 of spades. What are you doing, man?
Let's see. I'm just going to also engage in the hand-to-hand combat, this dance we're doing.
You could do this. I have faith in you 100%.
Yikes.
Yeah.
The 6, does that hit?
+4?
+4, 10. Yes, it does. Roll your damage, sir.
Strength, yes?
Yep, your strength.
Okay,
This
just the
guy
4.
But wait. You no, there was no raise in it. What am I doing? Okay. So yeah, just 4. So it doesn't do anything to him.
Woo!
So you hit him though, man. That was
Fun.
good.
Eh.
Okay. All right. Let's deal some cards here.
Oh my goodness, we're wailing on this guy. Like,
I know.
Are we
right?
though?
Now keep
Are
in
we?
mind, this guy that you're fighting is far above your standard. Like the guards that you were fighting in the sentries, the guards, those guys, he's 2 levels ahead of them. We'll say, okay, so he's much tougher than those guys were.
Like, we're not. I don't think we're wailing on him, but we're touching the crap out of him. Like,
Oh yeah, you're hitting him. He's just
Touching him.
he's just a wall of beef. Okay, who's got the ace of hearts?
that's me again. I'm getting lucky with those at least tonight.
Okay.
I guess I've gotten a couple of hits on this guy. I'm like, why try something different when this has been working all right for me? So that's why I should have tried something different.
No, you
What
should.
did
I think it's time for everybody to start spending their bennies.
Yeah, I got to spend a Benny on that one.
I
'cause
mean,
that's-
Joplin's been spending it, which is
Yeah.
ironic. He's the one with the lowest Benny count.
Yes.
Yeah, let's spend another Benny on this, and wasn't worth it.
No.
But let's do our second fighting roll here and see if I can hit him the second time.
What happens the second time here?
There we
Yes!
go.
Okay.
Wow.
You will get a plus
Yeah,
D6. You get a raise on your damage. Okay.
Nice.
So
He gets 2. Does he get 2 d6s?
No,
That's
just
just
it
one
only
raise, 'cause
only
it's like
only
10.
gets. It's not. You don't get an extra die per raise. You only get one die, regardless of how many raises you get in the hit.
So it's wait. So I get an extra dice or just an
Yes.
added bonus?
No,
Oh.
you get an extra die. So you're gonna roll whatever you would roll for your normal damage. Okay. So you've got see that's what it's calculated in here. There's your bonus damage. So you just did 15 to him. Okay, so that is 5 over. So he got another wound and is shaken. So one more wound, this guy's gonna go down.
All right, you guys, I believe in you.
I'm
And
just like sweating from like.
and he's shaken, which means he can't really do anything till he comes out of it. Okay, so next up is going to be him. Let's see if he can get unshaken here. And he's going to be at -2 for this. I got to remember because for every wound he has minuses. So no, he is still shaken. He can't do anything. He is done. All right, so 8 of diamonds.
It's unlocked, yeah?
Is that me? Yeah, sorry. I was looking at something else. I will.
Goodbye. The other person leaving.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and just try to entangle him again.
He's still entangled.
No, I failed the last time.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. So you're going to continue on with the spell. So go
Yeah.
ahead and roll your spell again. Okay, you got him. He's entangled now. Entangled and shaken.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 of spades.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Heyo. I guess we're just gonna keep up the pressure and just try to give him that little,
Yeah.
punchy McPunchy stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use a Benny just to re-roll that if I can.
Go ahead, man. You've got him.
Let's just keep doing it.
This is the first Benny you've used, too, right?
I believe so.
Oh, so
wow.
close. Now, keep in mind, these are
plus
plus
4, right?
4, though. Yes.
Yeah.
So you hit him.
Yeah.
So now roll your damage.
Totally worth it.
And you get it. You get. Wow! Look at that.
Oh,
You just haul back. It's like, I think I got it now. And you actually like jump up so you can get him in the face. And pow! His nose breaks. Blood goes shooting out onto the floor. And he just starts like, a tower. And then you guys are like, oh no. And like going to get out of the way as he falls back onto the bed unconscious.
woo! We did it,
You
everyone.
got him.
I want to
Okay.
pat Brian on the back, like grab him by the shoulder.
No, Brian, you got it. You got it.
You got him.
It
Okay.
was a team effort.
Well, with that having been said, we're over our time, and we will go ahead and finish up this here episode, the dry run. So there it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and go around the order here. Grace, why don't you tell everybody who you are and if where they can find you on social media, blah blah blah, so forth and so on.
Well, I'm Grace, and you can find me on most social medias at FFS Grace, which essentially will probably become clear why I got that handle.
Well, all right, excellent. Okay, so hey, Tony, go ahead, man.
Oh, hey, I'm Tony or Stupid Tony on Twitter. And if you want to play with me on Xbox, I am Tony Lasagna.
Ooh, nice.
That's really easy to remember.
Tony
Absolutely.
Lasagna on Xbox.
Excellent. Okay, go ahead, Jonathan.
Hello, I'm Jonathan playing the Brian that was able to finally land one of those, just the straw that broke the camel's back, I would say, as we are a family and a team. But you can find me on Twitter for now, just Debris Bullet 036. So, yeah.
Excellent. All right. So, Dylan, go ahead, man.
Hey, Dylan Trahan, and you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and here as Dylan Trahan most places. Villain Trahan here on Twitter, on Twitch because I thought it'd be fun. Just mix it up in one place rather than just my real human name everywhere across the internet.
As it should be, right?
Yeah, that's how you find me.
Excellent. Well, I'm Will DM. I am the chief dungeon master here for Wicked Studios LLC. I run Return to the Bandit Kingdoms every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Every once in a while, when I get a wild burr up my ass, I record a show that I'm a host of called The Down Roll. And I also play on a show on Friday nights here. And that is, I think, at 8 o'clock Eastern Time called Ravana. And this I will be the DM for, and this is Tales of Savage Land, which will be every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And I hope you enjoyed this dry run through. Essentially, we're just getting on and giving it a shout out and a try. And we'll be back with the official first episode next Wednesday. So I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in very much. And we will see you next Wednesday. Peace out.
Yeah.